It's Dale D'Antoni here. Welcome to the Sofa Sessions. D'Antoni, Wines.
I still got it.
Welcome back to the Sofa Sessions podcast. This week we have on Kevin O'Neill from KO Media. He's been on the podcast before, and he's one of my top listened to episodes on Spotify. So when I got my 2024 wrap this year, he was numero uno. I think there's also 9 of you. There's 9 of you, apparently, that I'm top 5. If you could, and if you are one of those 9 people, send me a screenshot. I would love to repost it. If you like screenshot it, send it to me. I'll tag you in it or whatever. I just think it's really cool, and I thank you for listening to it. And but yeah, this episode was fun. Kevin has been training a lot. He's been photographing a lot. He's been filming a lot. He's probably gonna, do that for me and Mallory's wedding. So that'll be really fun. So yeah, this is another long episode. So sit back, relax. Go on your morning walk or go on your morning stroll, or even your night stroll. Take a flashlight with you and something to protect yourself. Maybe a 9mm with a switch, if you know what I mean. But yeah, thank you guys for listening to this episode. Don't forget to check him out. I'm gonna put all his links in the bio. Don't forget to like, subscribe. If you want to be on an episode, just reach out. I love to have new people on. I love to have different people on, interesting people, whatever you do. Hit me up and we can work something out. But yeah, thank you guys for listening to this episode. Don't forget to subscribe, like, all that kind of stuff, and we'll see you in the next one.
Yeah. That's like what dogs sound like. They come up in your ear.
Yeah. Do you like dogs or no?
Actually, we just got a puppy. So
Dang.
our dog died 2 days.
Dang.
I say this with a smile on my face, and you're like, ooh.
Sorry.
No, I was ready for the dog to go. Old dog.
Yeah, old.
My wife has had it for years.
Oh, okay.
And I was just over it. Dog was pooping and peeing in the house. And I was like, you know what? At this point, I mean, really, once you have kids, dogs are like, you're just another thing in my life that I have to give something to.
Yeah.
So when it died, I was like, ain't God good? I mean, especially like 2 days before the storm, if that happened, if she was still alive during the storm, I would have left town with that dog.
Yeah.
Because Tori stayed in work because she's a nurse. And I took our kids and left after I saw 2 grown men fighting in Lowe's over a generator. So I was like, peace, bro.
So are you and your wife back together?
Yes.
Oh, okay. You said you took the kids and left.
Not
I wasn't
in the
sure.
sense that you think I thought I said that. No.
Okay.
No, I didn't split town and like get divorced.
Yeah. So how was the storm for you? Was it pretty bad? Mess up any of your house?
No. So the power goes out and everyone's like, what?
Yeah, we're filming.
What?
What?
What'd you do with my vape?
Yeah, what'd you do with your vape, dog? It's in his pocket. He's like, I don't know.
She was doing good for 2 weeks.
I was.
And then all of a sudden she starts back up again.
What's in that?
Probably-
Asiago cheese, the
it's
best
just-
flavor.
It's just nicotine.
The highly addictive chemical.
I would get it if it was a Jewel and had the mango packs. I really would.
Why don't you make a line of like good flavors, like turkey dinner?
I don't even vape.
Like whatever that is right now, like that.
Japanese.
Hey, can I have a barbecue chicken
I'm
vape?
right, the Japanese vape.
This smells so good. Where you get it from? How come you? Storm was lit though.
Yeah.
Power goes out, and I was like, ugh, typical dad move. And I was like, all right. My wife's like, the kids are gonna wake up because their sound machines go off. And I mean, truth be told, if you've ever slept with a sound machine on, goes off, you're like, what are we doing?
And that is just like a white noise sound maker? Okay.
Yeah, white noise thing.
All right.
So the power goes out completely, obviously.
Gone.
And I was like, cool, the power will be back on in 30 minutes tops. Because, I mean, as you know, the storm was not supposed to hit us at all.
Yeah.
So we move everybody into the living room because I have some flashlights and different lights that I put on because all the kids were awake and it's not like I have an orphanage. There's 2 kids. It's my 4-year-old and an 8-month-old now at the time. I guess, what was that, 2 months ago?
Yeah. Feels like a long time ago, but also just
Eons
last
ago,
week.
son. So 6-month-old at the time. We move into the living room, and the house is like, this sounds questionable, this wind. And so my daughter's like, oh my gosh, I'm scared. And I was like, it's just wind.
Yeah.
Go back to sleep. And then I wake up, and I go outside, and I was like, ew.
It's pretty bad.
There's trees down everywhere. Sorry for my outburst earlier. Daughter, wife, baby. So then my first instinct was to go and see if anybody was like harpooned to their couch.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, if the trees, I think we had 4 or 5 trees in our backyard, and they all fell down.
Yeah.
So I figured, let's take a look-see around the neighborhood. Which,
What's your address again?
so I actually only live like 8 minutes from you.
Oh, really?
Clutch.
I thought you lived in North Augusta.
No, so we could totally hang out. You just don't ever want to, except when I'm paying you to be on a podcast.
You're not.
Don't let him lie to
I
you
wish
people.
you were paying.
Big money.
I'm thinking about maybe charging people when they ask to come on.
Are you really? That's a good idea. I would.
It's a lot of content, you know. They get
You know what
clips.
you
They
should
get videos.
do?
What?
You should, because a lot of the podcasts that I listen to, and I always think about stuff randomly, and I'm like, I gotta tell him.
Yeah.
Gotta tell him.
I appreciate you doing that. Yeah, you
Yeah.
have done that before.
You should just tell people that you have. What is it that podcasters use? It's like,
Butt plug?
no, it's like a fund where they, all my.
Oh, Patreon?
Yeah, just tell people you have a Patreon.
Really?
Be like, Patreon subscribe, but you don't have one. So you just be like, yeah, Patreon subscribers get inside depth. You're like, whoa, what are they doing?
Yeah.
It's always the have-nots that want in.
Yeah.
You know?
I don't know. I don't know if I would be able to, lying to my fans like that.
Shout out to Core Power.
Dude, I actually have a protein shake over there. But it's over there. It's too far.
It's my favorite flavor, by the way.
Strawberry?
Well, actually, you turd, it's strawberry banana.
Oh, okay. So it's really just banana?
No.
You can taste the strawberry?
Yeah.
Okay.
You want to hit this? If I can open it.
Nah, it's okay.
Sure.
Yeah.
I don't have herpes.
No, it's okay.
Okay.
We actually have a in-house tester, ACD tester.
Cat?
No.
I never struggle with this much, I promise.
Dang. You lift all them weights, can't open up a freaking lid. There we go.
That's a
There
soothing
we go.
sound.
Yeah,
I
that was
should have
pretty
done
good.
that.
That was ASMR. Dude, you kind of remind me of Andrew Santino. You know who
Whoever
that
that
is?
is.
He's the ginger dude.
I remind you of a ginger
yeah.
man. Have you looked in the mirror lately?
I am not a ginger dude.
Yeah, you are.
Dude, no, I'm
Dude,
not.
same shoes. Mine are slightly cooler though. Yours are dirty and
Yeah.
look like that you
I
found
usually
them
get
under
these
an
every
overpass.
year for
Grimace?
Christmas. Yeah.
Grimace.
Seriously, yeah.
Sheesh. From who?
My mom. Like the past 4 or 5 years.
She
Yeah.
live?
Yeah.
Oh, because it looks like you stopped getting them.
Yeah, last year was tough on us, Joe Biden and his Bidenomics.
Yeah, dude. Hey, shout out to Joe Byron. Have you seen those videos?
Yeah, bing bong.
Bang bang. Pete Davidson.
You like Pete Davidson?
I think he's kind of weird. How he pulls some of the
Yeah.
hottest women in Hollywood, and he looks like a gargoyle is beyond me. So,
Yeah.
like, if I saw him somewhere, I'd be like, "Oh, that guy's totally like a cokehead, or just he's
That dude's
given up on
homeless.
life."
Yeah.
yeah, he's homeless. He lives under an overpass, Lord of the Flies kind of situation, and then it's like, "Oh, wait a second, he's dating Ariana Grande,
He smashed Kim K.
whoever that is." Oh, Kim Kardashian.
Yeah.
Don't care about them. I don't keep up with them because I think they're scumbags.
You don't keep up with the Kardashians?
I don't, unfortunately.
I don't either. I just know that they dated.
Sounds like you do.
No, I don't because
their
like
dating record?
no, because like I don't.
No, because you don't. That's you.
When Kanye and Kim broke up, Pete Davidson was with Kim, and they were
And
like,
he was fostering Northwest.
yes, exactly. They were like antagonizing Kanye West, the goat, except for that one clip that he said.
Excuse me, the goat.
Yeah, that means
Kanye
greatest of all time.
I
That's
know
like
what
the
it
acronym.
means.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
not 80.
Okay.
What? He's a goat?
You don't like him?
Kanye?
Yeah.
I don't really care about him. I think
okay.
he has a market, and that's his market. His market is being a certified psychopath.
Yeah, he's pretty crazy.
I know.
But,
That's what I just said. I like the way I said it better though.
He's psychopath, overall psychopath. Yeah,
Bingo.
yeah. But what do you have for me?
Oh, yeah. Hold on.
I'm kind of excited. I don't know what it is. I love it when my fans
So-
bring me something.
You should give people gifts, but you don't because
I actually have something for
there's
you.
2 here. So sorry, you only get 1.
Oh, dang it.
In the military, you give people challenge
Yes.
coins, and I know I said I was going to bring you a flag.
Yeah.
But I looked through my bag of goodies, and I have no more flags I took on rotations. So it's just like nothing. But
Let me just get the bag that you took.
Yeah,
can
yeah,
you?
totes,
Or
dude.
Ooh, give me the underwear instead.
ew, dude, that's nasty.
Okay, I'll take
Doo-doo
the socks.
streaks. All that cut. No, I'm good. Hello, cat. So you give people challenge coins, and I didn't really realize how expensive they were until I got into the market of making one.
Yeah.
So a group of guys that we've all kind of parted ways, not because we hate each other, but because the military has pulled us in other directions. One of the captains and then one of the lieutenants. I work with the other lieutenant still, kind of. He works in one of the other companies, but the other captain's in Maryland. And so we called ourselves the Lift Bros, which is beyond. It's ridiculous. Ridiculous name.
Yeah.
So we made coins out of that look like a barbell, and it says 11th Cyber Lift Bros, and then on the back it says "Welcome to Hell," because it's not really a great place to work where we were. We were in the S3. It's a great job. Like our unit is a great place, but being in the S3 is not. It's like a staff position, so it's a lot of paperwork.
Oh, dang.
A lot of typing, a lot of admin work. So if you scan this QR code, it gives me access to your bank account.
Oh, sweet. Yeah, let me go ahead and
totally.
scan that now.
No, it doesn't. But it gives you access to something else.
Oh,
if
sweet.
you'd like to pull it up for the viewers at home.
Yeah, what is it? Do I have to open this up?
No. Have you scanned the QR code before?
Yeah.
This guy.
On my stickers. Whoa.
What was that?
That was the TikTok from this dude that killed the CEO. His outburst today.
He had an outburst?
Yeah.
Uh-oh. Dude, I saw one of the things where somebody was like, he's too hot to eat at McDonald's. Whatever that means.
I eat there all the time. People don't say that.
Sorry, buddy.
Okay.
Sorry.
Oh, I freaking knew it, dude.
What is it?
Dude, you sold this so well. But, like, okay. So that must have just popped up.
It's the same one.
No, it's not. Oh.
It is.
Here, let me turn it upside down.
It's the same thing any way you scan it.
Oh. Well.
Disappointing, huh? What'd you think it was going to be?
Dude, I thought it was going to be something like 75 hard.
No. I can send you a link for that later.
To 75 hard?
Sure.
I've already done it twice, though.
Whoa. Hey, look out for this guy.
Actually, I would say I did it 1.5 times.
So you quit.
No, I didn't quit. Okay, so
I knew it. I
didn't.
smelled it when I walked in the door. I was like, this guy smells like a quitter.
No, this is the first time I was doing it. I was on day like 50 something. My diet was like no candy, right? So I was eating. No, I wasn't eating it. What's the trail mix? Somebody had trail mix. They
And you
dropped
had an
it.
M&M and you went
Yes.
nuts and you were
Yes.
like,
I did. I accidentally ate an M&M when it fell on the floor. I picked it up and ate it.
whoa,
I don't know.
Time out. Accidentally. It fell on the floor. It didn't fall in your mouth.
I did not accidentally do it. It fell on the ground, and then I ate it. And then I was like, oh, crap, what did I just do? But I feel like...
I don't think an M&M justifies quitting 75 hard.
But on my diet, I had no, like, candy, and M&M is a candy.
You had a singular M&M. You didn't scarf down a bag of them.
But that was the whole point of 75 hard, is to, like, completely stay true to it, like, discipline to it.
But you quit. How do you not see that that's the flaw
I didn't quit,
there?
though. I didn't quit. I kept doing it after.
Oh.
Yeah, that's
so
what I was
you were
saying.
upset at the fact that you were
Yes.
like, oh.
And I was like, I was at, like, day 55.
Did you
so I
cry?
was like-
It sounds like you cried.
I kind of did. What was that? Oh, it was the thing over there.
Ghost?
No. I love that energy drink, though. They're so good. Ghost energy
Oh,
drink?
I was like, what are you talking about?
Do I get to keep this, though?
Yes.
Oh, okay, that's pretty cool, though.
Thanks. I'm glad it's just okay.
That is pretty cool.
You can put it on your mantle here next to your nutcrackers.
Yeah. Mallory decorated all that.
I don't know who that is. Just kidding.
It's my fiance.
But the viewers might not know who that is.
They do. She's been on a few of them.
Oh, that's right. After
Yeah.
you guys got hitched, which I'm kind of offended you didn't have me take your picture.
I'm still waiting.
Excuse.
I'm still waiting on our free.
I know. Me too. Every time I talk to you, I'm like, dang it. I forgot. What do I
Yeah.
am the worst.
Yeah. But what I want to do in the back,
Backyard,
yeah, with the dirt bike, we're gonna jump over the El Camino.
You.
Yeah, me.
You say we. You got a mouse in your pocket. Who's jumping in with you? Stuart Little.
No, but there's a bunch of trees back there now, so we can't.
So you want to jump a tree?
No, like there's all the trees that fell in the land. It was a lot, by the way. There's like 4 or 5 mounds.
When the storm happened, I was like, dude, he's dead. He is squished in his bed.
Yeah.
Sofa Sessions is no more.
I didn't post for like a month.
You know, this isn't a sofa, so your name kind of doesn't make sense. The Love Seat Sessions.
So was the drive over here pretty good, or
like just now? Yeah.
I'm just changing the subject so you don't bring up the fact that this really isn't a sofa and it's a love seat.
The Love Seat Sessions.
Yeah.
If you invite somebody, hey, I'd like you to come on the Love Seat Sessions.
Yeah, we can make love or something. I don't
thanks.
know.
I'm not trying to hang out with that guy.
Do you like the name though, the Sofa Sessions, or is that kind of
It's your show? It doesn't matter what I think.
Well, I like KO Media.
Well, clearly I like it. Hey, thanks.
Yeah.
It was between that or I don't know. But that was the name that I was least crazy about. But I took a poll, like any influencer. That's a horrible term. I'm not an influencer.
Yeah.
Any person on social media does, throw it to the fans.
Yeah.
And then the fans go, no, I don't like that. But I couldn't do just KO because it was taken.
What does the KO stand for?
It's my initials. Kevin O'Neill.
I know.
Kevin O'Neill. I'm a nice Irish boy.
I think you remind me of Andrew Santino though.
Back to the ginger.
Yes, but he's a comedian.
So I could be a comedian.
I think so, yeah.
Thanks.
Just like how you guys are.
Often.
Yeah. Do you actually? You hear it pretty well?
Yeah. I hear that and I should be a voice actor.
Yeah.
And I should quit the army and pursue that.
Why don't you though?
Because that would be the dumbest thing I've ever done. I'm going to quit a job that has excellent job security to go try and make it in Hollywood.
But yeah.
Just saying. I mean, I would gladly go to an open mic night, but I think that I've thought about it. Like I've written stuff before. I have legitimately written stuff
That's
out.
good though.
And I've thought about it, and the only type of comedy that I would be good at is harassing people in the audience. It wouldn't, like, I get up there and I tell a joke, and people would be like,
Oh, that sucks.
this guy's a choke artist. They would boo me off stage.
Yeah.
Where, you know, banter, make fun of the guy with a cleft palate in the front row.
Yeah.
Have to answer to those heinous statements after the fact.
Yeah.
Probably get shivved. It's not really a route I want to go down.
You'd be kind of like Matt Rife.
Is that kid?
Yeah, the cute guy.
Cute guy.
The cute.
You sure you don't want to call this the Love Seat Sessions, you scumbag?
No, because he had a show in Evans a couple years ago when he really got big. And
Yeah, my cousin was like, I want to go.
Yeah.
He is so cute.
Yeah.
She's married, by the way. He's got kids. I was like, ew, you're a cougar. I mean, you're not like, you don't meet cougar material, but certainly close.
So you would call your cousin a cougar?
I mean, she's my cousin by marriage, so I can really call her whatever I want.
I like that.
Bingo, man. Keep on keeping on.
So what'd you do today?
Today, well, I'm training for something, and
What is it? Let's just go ahead and say it.
No, I don't want to talk about it.
Okay.
Because it's not totally set out in stone. It's an idea that myself and another guy came up with that I work with.
You're doing an Ironman?
No,
100K?
no, it's
50K?
it's something similar to that, but it's just basically within the military. So, yeah, so I brought up the idea to our commander. Our commander was like, "Cool," and then it has to go through a couple chains. But as of now, it's yes, we've had thumbs up, but I'm just waiting for the actual organization to okay it. That's outside of our organization to say yes or no. And that depends on funding. So we're going to kind of push it as hard as we can until that day is yes or no.
Yeah.
But anyway, so the guy that I'm training with got into a car accident this morning. And so it was like, okay.
Was it fatal?
No, nobody died. His
Okay.
car died.
Dang.
Car's toast. And we were literally just having a conversation like 2 weeks ago, not even 2 weeks ago, 4 or 5 days ago, how it was like, man, you know, I just hate having car payment. He doesn't sound like this.
Oh,
This
okay.
is just the accent I do for most people. I hate having car payments. Golly, that'd be terrible. And I'd like me a new truck, but I don't think so. And then now, you know,
Did he get a new truck?
he's going to have to get a new car. And he was crying his eyes out about it today, about how
Was he really?
boo-hooing, man. I couldn't shut him up. I was like, hey, You need to stop. And he was like,
To make him stop, you could have put on an episode of the Sofa Sessions that usually puts people to sleep.
yeah.
Because it's so boring.
The love seat sessions. What do you want me to do, man? I'll do whatever right now to get some ratings.
Have you ever done smelling salts?
I'll do it.
Have you done them though?
I mean, it's not like cocaine.
Yeah, it
Have
is.
you done them? It's not, are you doing weed?
It's really not that
I know
bad,
what they
though.
are. It's people who lift, but I'm not
They're
much
really
of
not
a
that
lifter.
bad.
I'm more of a runner.
They're not that bad.
Why do
really.
you have these next to here? What are
Because
you
I knew
anticipating?
you were coming. I brought these here.
I bet-
It's
I
really
bet
not
I
that bad.
smell it.
It's really not that
Why
bad.
is it all crusty?
Because you're supposed to wet the little thing in there, but I over wet it.
Am I supposed to like just nose dive?
I do, yeah. But it's honestly really not that bad. Can you smell it from there?
Dude, this is like bleach.
You can smell it from there?
Yeah. Dude, I have like the most.
I was up on it.
I have a nose like a Canis familiaris.
What is that?
It's a dog.
Oh.
Layman's terms is what people say, Canis.
Seriously, it's really not that bad.
Dude, that smells like bleach.
It's cat pee.
Is it?
Yeah. It's what is it? What is a cat pee called?
Cat urine?
No. It has a different name for it.
Oh, catamus pius. Yes.
Oh, no.
The French word for cat pee? Yeah, I've heard of that.
Dang, I can't think of the word.
Anyway, we're losing dead air here.
Ammonia.
Ammonia.
Ammonia. Pneumonia.
Ammonia?
It releases pneumonia.
Cool.
Yeah.
That stuff smells like cat pee.
Yeah. It derives from.
Wow.
I think what they
Your
do.
viewership just went up tenfold, my friend.
Hey,
tune in to see the guy from KO Media smell cat pee.
I mean, yeah. They get all these cats in a line, and they
They're like, "All
they
right,
give them
kitty cats."
catheters, and they make them
Oh,
pee.
really?
Yeah, catheters.
Let's catch up.
Yeah, like the ball.
Catch you later. You should do that. You should get a cat shirt that says "Let's catch up." Speaking of cats, this dude is eyeing me up.
Seriously,
You wanna
that's
go,
a
dude?
Female. That's a female.
I don't care.
She, her pronouns.
You ever asked anybody when you get meat from like a restaurant, is this
No,
was this
that's funny.
female or is this male? I bet it's somewhere in like New York or California, they would have an answer. They'd be like, oh, hold on, sir. Yeah, that's a non-binary fish.
Yeah. Have you ever had to ask somebody their preferred pronoun?
No,
I haven't either.
I just usually wait. And then they start saying it. Because, I mean, to be fair, they're just going to, whoever they are will tell you.
Yeah.
Or they're going to try and bait you into some trap.
Yeah.
But usually you can look at somebody and be like, ooh, hot button issue. I do feel bad, though, because having grown up in the military, lifting and being involved with a lot of different people who are, power lifters and runners and whatever else, powerlifter chicks, my brother in Christ, they are going through it right now. Because I'm sure people are like, oh my gosh, you're transitioning. And it's like, no, I'm just a jacked lady.
Dang, yeah.
I'm just saying.
Did you know when women take steroids, it makes their clit bigger?
I do. I heard that.
That's crazy.
Great. Big news.
It's great for them.
I guess.
Yeah.
Who knows?
It looks like they have a little peener.
Ooh, that's fun.
Yeah. Have you ever thought about doing steroids? Or you don't really...
I think we talked about this last time.
I don't know.
I thought about it. But the one question that I did bring up is when the Army was like, we are going to allow people to transition. I was very much of the mindset of, can I take testosterone?
Yeah.
It's a fair question.
That is true, yeah.
Daddy's trying to get jacked and juicy.
I never
Beach
thought
season's
about
just
that.
around the corner. Got to shed some unwanted body fat.
Yeah.
Turn this Frankenstein into a Frankenfine. You know what I'm saying?
What about creatine? Have you thought about taking that? Do you know what that is?
Yeah, I know what creatine is. I'm not an 8-year-old.
Oh.
You meet people that don't know what creatine is?
Yeah.
Really? That's weird.
I'll meet Joe Schmoes.
I usually put
there.
creatine. Actually, I put some creatine in this, and then I blend some strawberries and Red's powder.
Red's powder.
Yeah, so like there's green and Red's powder because the amount of actual like broccoli or like red fruits that you'd have to eat to get the nutrients is kind of wild. I say broccoli because of greens powder.
Yeah.
Like you'd have to eat a lot of broccoli to get the nutrients, and it has to be cooked right. And half the places you go to overcook it or they don't do it properly. So it's easier to just mix a scoop of a powder into something, and then you get that level of nutrients that you need.
Yeah. Yeah, usually when I take my creatine, I'll do like 10 milligrams. I feel like 5 really isn't that much. So I'll do 2 scoops, and then I'll put some Red 40 in there.
Isn't that what people hate? Red 40?
I mean, yeah, but I don't know. I kind of try and embrace that.
RFK was like, I don't think we should have our...
Dude,
I can't stand listening to that guy talk.
I kind of feel bad, though, because he does seem like a really nice person, but like, it would just be hard to have a conversation with him.
Especially having him give like a State of the Union. Yeah. My fellow Americans. Like, what?
Yeah, I feel really bad that he has to go through that.
It's not like he's going through cancer.
That's pretty bad. I think I would rather go through cancer than that.
Than have what? No way.
Yeah.
Then have a voice like that? Just get your voice box fixed. Probably just doesn't want to.
I don't think you can.
It is almost 2025. If you can change your gender, you can.
Wait, why'd you put that in quotations?
Because. Yeah. So.
Yeah. But yeah, I would definitely think I would rather have cancer than and talk like this.
And talk like a robot.
Like the robot dude from Futurama.
Sure.
Bender, I think his name is. You ever watch Futurama?
I have. There's a guy that I was in a course with who is obsessed with Bender. Shout out to Brendan Atkins, one of the homies.
Yeah. Where's he at now? Does he live in the area?
No. He doesn't want to talk to you.
Okay.
Trust me.
We have similar names,
dude, he has some weird hobbies. And he knows, I've said this to his face.
Okay.
He has a race car set up in his living room. And he was like, you have to come over and try my race car. It is so sick.
Oh, like the driving game thing?
Yes.
That would be kind of cool, though.
Not kind of cool. I did it, and it was like, this is so dumb.
I'm literally drove
His
here
poor
just to
wife
drive.
Walks in the house and is like, how would you feel if your fiance was into whatever and you had this giant? Well, I mean,
we don't have a lot of space, dude.
you got this in your living room, so never mind. I'll just ask her, hey, how do you feel about it? She's like, yeah, okay, whatever.
She's like, what the fuck?
What is that?
When you did the thing, did you put your seatbelt on?
No. Oh. But he was like, you have to let go of the wheel or you'll break your wrists. How do you feel about having this in here? Are you like, you walk in, you're like, clean up your camera.
The only issue I have
is the lights.
You leave them up 24/7?
Yeah, because I film all the time. I'm not going to take them down just to put them back. Yeah, really?
Please.
Okay.
Yeah.
Listen, I clean it.
You clean the lights?
I clean his.
They're dirty.
Everywhere.
That's not true.
Everything.
That's a sick tree blanket.
Are you serious?
No. That's literally a blanket you wrapped around it. That's not an actual tree skirt.
Dude, we didn't have like a tree skirt, so we just made it into a blanket because the tree would get warm.
Wow.
It would get
I
cold.
can totally see that. Thank you for pointing that out.
I kind of thought it wouldn't be that noticeable.
That's a sick unwrapped gift you got there.
It's from my dad.
Oh.
Do you want to see it?
Is he still alive?
Yeah.
Good.
No. Are you trying to take his Christmas present?
No.
Here, let me show you.
Today on the Sofa Sessions podcast, we have arguably the most useless photographer in Augusta.
He's a big fisherman.
Sick. Your dad sent you that, or that's for your dad?
It's for my dad. Yeah.
He's gonna watch this and be like, "Well, dang it, you done ruined it."
Okay, you don't know my dad.
Is he in prison?
No, he just doesn't. He doesn't watch it.
He doesn't agree with you?
Well, he does, but he's like, you still do that podcast thing on that Twitter?
POD cast?
You post that on Twitter or Facebook?
You friends with Elon? I like Elon, but I don't like Twitter.
Yeah, they hide Republicans.
The Republican hiders, scumbag, dirty people.
Yeah.
I get it.
He's a Republican dad. He's a Fox News dad, as Shane Gillis would say.
I cannot stand the news.
Yeah.
I can't stand any news. And I say that, and people are like, I bet you love Fox News.
What about good news, though? Like, can you do, like, good news or just...
Like, hey, guess what? My parents won the lottery. Good news.
Yeah,
Or,
yeah, like good news.
Sure. Who doesn't like good news?
I don't know. You just said you can't stand news, so I'm just
No,
saying.
I mean like media outlets.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
What about the Young Turks?
Who is that? Is that like a?
I think they're a big liberal thing. I don't
Oh,
know.
it sounds like a Knights Templar.
The Young Turks.
The
Yeah.
Young Turks. Are they gonna knight me? That's what it sounds like.
Hear ye. Yeah. So last time you were here, it was 7 months ago. Does that feel like a long time or no?
Sure.
Okay.
Get to the point.
That was kind of
Oh.
just a part of it, but also it was like 2.5 hours almost.
We can do that again.
I was just saying like that was a long episode.
Sorry.
No, don't be sorry.
I'm not.
I think it was one of the I just sent it to you. It was one of the most viewed on Spotify, but my Spotify views really aren't that high. I get way more on YouTube.
What was the most viewed on YouTube?
It was a dude, Sean Brooks. It was like 1,000.
Really?
Yeah.
What did he do? Why is he so interesting, Mr. Brooks?
I'll be honest with you, dude. I really don't know. He's not a social media influencer.
Dude, you hear that, Sean? He's talking mad trash.
No, I'm just saying like he doesn't have like a big following on like social medias. I think he just knows a lot of people in the Thompson area.
Wow.
Yeah.
Thompson Sean. Mm-hmm. Jake Bradley. That was a good episode.
Yeah. He was cool. Oh yeah, you did film him. I was about to say, dude, I text so many people a day because I'm so important, and it makes me feel better when I text a lot of people.
Bingo. Yeah, that's the key to success. Make yourself feel busy.
Wait, really?
I don't know.
Well, yeah, I think that was a good episode.
Pardon me.
What?
I said pardon me.
Better than
It's French for
yeah,
excuse me.
yeah, better than. That's Spanish for pardon me.
Whatever. I don't care.
Better than.
This episode's over.
Dang, it's only been 30 minutes.
No, you have a timer?
Yeah, it just shows how long we've been recording for.
Wow.
35, 36. But yeah, I wish I asked him more about the Coast Guard. I feel like that would be fun.
You think being in the Coast Guard would be fun? We'd call my brother. He's in the Coast Guard.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What's his first name?
Brady.
B.O. Media.
BO Media. Body Odor Media.
But yeah, I wish I would have asked him more about that.
About the Coast Guard?
Yeah, just like what he was doing was fun.
I think he
Sounded fun.
pretty much told you.
Yeah, but like, you know.
Were you not
like
listening?
Yeah, probably not.
Oh, sick.
No, I was kidding. I was. But like, you know, I don't know. When you have a conversation with someone and they tell you stuff and then like 30 minutes later you kind of forget what they were saying.
Yeah.
I feel like I do that a lot on here.
Okay, I'm going to give you a pro tip here. As a host of a interviewing platform,
Yeah.
it would probably do you some good to maybe take some notes.
Like
or-
while doing it before?
No,
Oh, like beforehand.
I would.
Yeah, I do.
Okay, what notes have you taken on me?
You've been on here before.
Okay, what were the notes you took the first time?
I really don't know. I honestly probably have them written down. If I don't have them written down, I had them on my phone typed out. And I already had questions to ask too.
Chiseled jawline. Checks out.
Buff.
Yes.
Banana wiener.
I wouldn't say buff. No, definitely not banana wiener. Sorry, buddy.
How was the Mary Kate Farmer show?
Good. I really like working with them because they're very normal. And they're talented. They're all very talented. The first time that I played for them, or
Played?
I don't think so.
What do you play?
I don't play anything. But I do, but I don't play for them. So the first time that I met them, we were at Dirty Boots, and her husband is in their band. I had no idea.
Oh, wow.
And so he's one of the guitarists. And he was, you know, I was just kind of like, oh, what do you do? Blah, blah, blah. And he was like, yeah, I put my life on hold for her. And I was like, what a weirdo. Because I didn't know that it was I didn't know that it was her husband. I thought it was just some guitarist. And I was like, and I was like, that's really weird. And then I was like, oh, just to do this? And he's like, well, that's my wife. And I was like, oh, okay, that makes way more sense.
Yeah.
Next time, I want to start with that. So no, they are really fun.
Yeah.
They are high energy. They do this thing where they have this flamingo that they let people like butt chug out of. So they pour it in one end and then they like drink out the other.
Really?
If you'd show up to stuff, you'd see it.
Dude, I'm terrible about that. I really
Every
am.
single time. Hey, are you playing at Dirty Boots this weekend? Are you taking pictures?
Dude, I'm sure you hate
Do
me
you
for
think
that.
I could come? And I'm always like, I don't care. You do whatever you want. Show up, glow up, queen.
But like I want you to say yes, so whenever I do show up, you can pay me. Because I don't want to pay like the cover to get in.
Just go early, and you don't have to pay the cover. That's the way around that. Or just come with me, and I go, oh, he's with me.
I have a camera I can like, and I have like the little strap for it. It says Canon on it.
No way.
So like I have a
Absolutely
camera.
not.
They
People are
won't
going
let
to
me
think you're like a French exchange student.
I have camera.
I come from the France land. How do you say the unschoolable Americans with your video cameras?
Yeah, dude, I think I am terrible about that.
About what?
Just like not showing up.
Oh, I thought we were back on the note taking, not listening aspect.
I'm good. I'm good on that. But I'm upset though that I missed that episode, the Mary Kate one.
We're gonna play a game right now, and we're gonna revisit this topic. I'm gonna say a series of words, and you're gonna repeat them back to me, and then I'm gonna ask you those words again at the end, and we're gonna see if maybe you got a TBI floating around up there, or like
What is a TBI?
this is alarming. We are learning a lot here. TBI, traumatic brain injury.
Well, I've never done anything traumatic like that would injure my brain.
Oh, that's right. You never been in a fist fight.
I haven't. I wrestled though in high school.
You didn't get dropped on your coconut once?
I did. I got.
Have your
flipped.
parents dropped you?
Probably. I got.
Have you ever had a
dude.
concussion?
My brother choked me out one time, and we were standing up.
Not a concussion. Oh,
So when I fell, I hit my head, but then I woke back up.
so yes, you have had a concussion in layman's terms.
Well, I blacked out before I hit the ground. He was choking me. I was tapping.
Yeah, but your
He
head
wasn't.
still hit the ground, right?
Oh yeah.
So is that where you blacked out, you think? Well, I mean,
No.
you blacked out from the... Yeah. But you woke up and you're like, oh, my head hurts real bad.
No, I woke up and I was like, I was not on the floor just a
I think
second
I
ago.
peed myself. Did you pee yourself?
No, I didn't.
No.
It was Christmas Eve though.
All right, anyway, back to the words. Balloon,
Balloon,
nail,
nail,
chicken,
balloon, nail, chicken,
carpet.
carpet. Balloon, nail, chicken, carpet.
Okay. Got it.
Balloon, nail.
Stop saying them.
Okay, sorry.
That's it.
Okay.
Anyway, so you said you had something for me. What is it?
It was the smelling salts.
That was it? Big surprise, dude. I thought it was this behemoth.
I got Rick rolled.
You got a coin.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
That consider yourself lucky, you old dirtbag.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. Is this 45 pounds though?
Totally.
Dude, I knew you were kind of joking though because you said it says welcome to hell on here, but I'm saved.
Good.
Yeah.
Should be. It's a dark world we live in.
Yeah, very dark.
church do you go to?
Especially at night. I really haven't been in a while. I used to go a lot to Sweetwater Baptist Church in North Augusta.
I've never heard of that.
Okay, it's over there by the old McDonald Fish Camp. And then I've been to. You don't know what the old McDonald Fish Camp is?
That would be the look. Yes.
Oh, well, I have this weird thing that I feel like you live in North Augusta, but you don't.
I don't. I'm not a gypsy. Do I give off gypsy vibes?
That's a slur.
I am.
I went to school with a bunch of gypsies up until 5th grade,
Sick.
and then they got married. And
They got married in 5th grade.
Yeah, dude, you don't know about the gypsies though?
I mean, I know about them. I don't know.
They get okay. Apparently, they get married pretty soon, like early teens.
I feel that 5th grade is alarming, and the cops would step in and be like, "Listen here, you. You're not selling your child."
But they do that.
Okay, whatever.
I mean, I would like to go
I've heard
into the
that
camp.
they do that. They will pay people to get new blood into their like bloodline because it's a lot of incest.
Yeah,
so
yeah,
they'll
yeah.
find like a tall, kind
Handsome
of
man.
ginger, chiseled jawline.
A ginger.
Oh yeah, they would pick you probably and be like, "We give you $2,000 to meet with our families."
They don't sound like that though.
In my mind, they do, and that's all that matters.
Have you ever met one though? Seriously though.
I've seen that. What am I going to talk to him about? Hey, can you tell me about being a gypsy? I'd love to know.
Yeah.
Kind of interested.
They don't like the word gypsy though. So
I'm sure they don't.
kind of keep that down.
What do they like to be called?
Irish Travelers, because I used to work with one at Lowe's.
Irish
Yeah, because they're Irish.
travelers.
Yeah.
They are?
Yes, seriously.
Those are my people?
Well, and I think in the U.S., obviously there's, gypsy camps in the U.S. spread out, but I think North Augusta is the biggest in the U.S., seriously.
Big news. For those of you wanting to move to Augusta that are viewing this, it's now your number 10. You're like, I don't really want to go there anymore.
Yeah.
I don't want to get ripped
I
off.
don't think Augusta is bad, though. I don't
No?
think it's... No, I mean, I
Okay.
don't know. Dude, what do you think about Augusta?
I mean, so I think Augusta is a broad term.
Yeah.
It's kind of a blanket statement because people say Augusta and they're like, yeah, I live in Evans. And then the people who say Martinez, which it's clearly Martinez.
Martinez. I live in Martinez.
Do you know what the story is behind that?
No.
So the story is that he was either a mayor or he was some political leader running for council, and he was like, these hillbillies are not going to vote for me if I have a Spanish last name, a conquistador last name. So he was like, I've got an idea. I'm not going to call myself Martinez. I'm going to call myself Martinez. And they were like, I could get behind what this Martinez is saying, but that Martinez, no way.
Yeah.
So there we go.
I believe it, though, because I think you can
Why else would
definitely...
you do that? Why else would you?
Yeah.
Or unless it's like due to just lack of education, because there was a Colombian exchange student that went to high school with my brother, and we actually had a Colombian exchange student at the same time, so he would always come to our house and hang out with our exchange student, and his name was Burham, and these yokels called him Broom. And it was like, you're doing this man a disservice, and he never wants to come back to America because of all of you.
Yeah. Well, I think it's really easy to scam white people because, I mean, people from Nigeria will call you and say, my name is John, but they're from Nigeria.
I'm telling you, if
Or
somebody
Indian.
calls me and they're like, hello, my name is Garrett. Like, no, it's not.
Get it?
What's your real name? This is my name, sir. I'm very good.
Okay, it does not get it.
Please,
It's
sir, do
John.
not redeem the gift card. Yeah. Don't do it.
No. But, yeah, Mary Kate, I'm kind of upset that I missed out on that. But when duty calls, you go. I think she might have been kind of upset, too.
Why?
Because I told her, and she was like, thank you for letting me know. And then I was like, yeah, for sure. Have a good show. Never responded. And then,
Why would she be mad about that?
well, then I asked her, when do you think you'll be back in Augusta? And then she never responded. But she does live only 2 hours away, so.
I mean, she doesn't respond to some stuff that I say, because I said the same thing. I was like, hey, a friend of mine is doing a podcast here. And he said he's going to hit you up on Instagram. So
Who's the guy?
You.
Oh. But yeah, so you're like the in-house photographer for Dirty Boots now.
Unofficially.
Officially unofficial.
Yeah.
Okay.
I just, I don't know. I mean, I figure once you kind of get your name out there,
Yeah.
other like artists will see it. So
Who you doing this weekend?
I don't think I'm doing anything this weekend.
Oh, you're not doing. You're okay.
Yeah, I have a lot of like family shoots coming up for
Okay.
Christmas cards and things like that.
So other than Dirty Boots, you're staying pretty busy.
December is usually my busiest month apart, and then Masters is a busy month
Yeah.
or busy week. I have a client that I work for pretty regularly. Not I wouldn't say pretty regularly, but pretty often. They're a great family. They did a lot for hurricane relief in the area.
Are they like the big wigs in Evans or? Oh, okay.
No, they live over by the houses on what's the big road with all the big houses?
Which one? I don't know. In
Walton
Augusta?
Way. Yeah, they
Walton
live
Way.
over near Walton Way.
Okay.
Great. Some of the greatest people that I've met here.
Yeah.
So sorry, man.
Dang it.
Yeah.
Dang it.
So yeah, I documented their master's party and some
sweet.
family pictures for them, and they're always very kind.
Yeah. How much do you charge for weddings?
I actually don't charge a lot, which
I do remember you saying that last time.
the thing is, and I've been told by a lot of people I should up my prices. And I've upped my prices a little bit, but not, because the thing is too, is like, if I'm going to have a bunch of bands that don't, they're not going to make $3,000 from Dirty Boots. They're going to make whatever they ask for
Yeah.
within reason. So if I'm like, hey, I am going to charge you $400 for photo and video because that's like the going rate.
Yeah.
They're going to go, thanks. No.
Never respond.
Yeah. But then a lot of people, if it's like, okay, I'll do whatever. Usually I'm below. I'm either 200 or like right at 3, and that's kind of where my new rates are.
Okay.
So, but again, it's like I just don't feel comfortable
Yeah.
charging somebody that much. Because at the same time, like I see other photographers work, and it's like, dude, I am trash compared to
really?
those people. I mean, I don't know. I'm probably my biggest critic, as most people are. But I've seen in recent months, a lot of people have really jumped on, following me and promoting my stuff, which certainly makes me feel better about it. So yeah,
A simple share can go a long way.
it can, and a lot of people just think that it's like, oh,
I don't want to mess up my feed.
yeah, it's like I don't really see how that messes your feet up.
Yeah.
And especially like stuff like this, like support your friends. I'm not asking you to be a donor, but I'm simply just, hey, if you like what you're seeing, like it, comment something. You could comment a letter on it.
I just farted.
Oh yeah,
That's what you
comment
comment.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can share it. That's all you got to do.
Yeah.
And it goes a long way. So
Yeah, I was thinking about maybe hitting you up about doing our wedding. So
when is it?
We're gonna do August 20th
Sick.
at the Sacred Heart. Oh frick! I just doxed myself.
Edit it out, dude. It's not live.
August 20th of 2026 at the Sacred Heart at 8 a.m.
Don't show up.
So you photograph weddings and film them?
If I'm doing a wedding, I'm gonna bring another person with me.
Oh,
I
okay.
I have 2 photographers that I have worked with in the past here that I can trust.
Okay.
Because the thing that I can't stand is like, oh, I'll help you, and then you get behind a camera and you have no idea what you're doing, and our pictures are so. One of them takes lighter pictures. I shoot darker because I like moodier pictures. And then it's like, I can't do anything with this.
Yeah.
Because I'm the one who edits all of them. So it's like I'm paying them a portion of what it is. I'm just taking their raw photos.
Yeah.
So, and they've been a big help in the past. So like for Masters, that party that I did, I had a second shooter come and help me.
Sweet.
And then for weddings, yeah, because it's like I've done the one photographer for a wedding before, and it's such a pain because there's a lot of one-time moments only, and it's obviously the first kiss, being there, being here. I can't be in 4 different places at once, but if I have 2 shooters and then a camera on a tripod, I can at least capture a good amount of stuff. So,
like
and plus
that.
it takes away from me running around, and people are like, "Can you stop being so darn distracting? You hired this baboon?"
Has that happened to you though? When you were kind
No
of
one's ever said anything, but you can kind of read the room and be
Yeah.
like, people are looking at me. Like the grandfather's like, where?
don't do that while my sweet lady's getting her first kiss.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. But yeah, I was looking at you maybe. I mean, I would love to have you, but I guess it'd have to be okay with Mallory,
I think she's okay
my
with it.
fiance.
She's okay.
And then I was because I didn't know you did film and pictures, so I was gonna get the other girl that was like a legit like movie filmer.
Oh, she
Sarah
does.
Massey.
Yeah, she was a couple episodes before me. I
Yeah.
think. Yeah.
Yeah, so I was maybe thinking about asking her, but I mean, if you do film and picture, you do the whole freaking package. Well, maybe we'll just set something up, and I can send you a contract over and let you Lars look at it.
Yeah, dude.
What was? Is that a gang sign?
Can be.
Yeah.
Probably is somewhere.
Yeah.
You know that this is Vanilla Ice's thing?
What is Riff Raffs? I want to do that.
I don't know if he has one. Dude, I know he's like your idol.
One of God's blessed creatures. One of the most God.
He's such a weirdo. Like
How
the
is he weird?
freestyle that he did. I've been going around the earth. I've been talking to the mirth. Like it's just not good. It's comically funny, and
No,
I get
it's
it.
good.
I feel like I could be a better rapper.
It's older than the moon plus the sun. That's one of his lines
See,
is.
it's just
That's pretty good.
sickening at the fact that you know this. I feel I said this earlier today actually, that I legitimately think if I wrote down lyrics, I could be a SoundCloud rapper.
Okay.
And I could go further than most of these mumble rappers.
Yeah. Are you talking about like the rappers in Augusta or just nationwide.
I'm talking full circle, baby.
Dang. What about the ones in Dubai?
I was literally just thinking
Dude,
that.
seriously?
Indian rappers. You know what I cannot
Ching,
stand?
dong,
Dang. I can't stand British rappers.
I kind of like them though, like
No
the British
way.
drill.
They're like,
Seriously.
Oh, going outside the oven. Gotta go with the oven. Making my voice. We like to make the noise. It's
You're
just,
talking about Central C?
I don't know who that is. I don't know
frick.
what that is.
I'm trying to
It's
think
just
of his-
annoying.
I'm trying to think of one of his lyrics, but I can't think of it.
Wow.
I can't think of it. But yeah, so you're a big fan of Riff Raff? Dude, I wish I could get him on the show, seriously.
This is what I'm doing right now, and I'm glad you brought that up. There is an artist, there's a musician, Bill Murray.
Yeah.
So
He never got back with me.
apparently, he's had his glow up this year because everybody's top whatever from Spotify to Apple Music is somewhere in the top 5 albums. And so I have just, anytime he posts something, I go, day, whatever, of politely asking to do your media. So if you just flood his or Riff Raff's, hey, day, whatever, because I think what'll happen is people will see it and then it'll become like a big joke. And then I think
dang.
once you hit like day 300,
Yeah.
people are going to be like, yo, Riffy Raffy, come on, dog.
Yeah. I talked to somebody on Reddit the other day about this, and it was I know that kind of seems like nerdy and gay.
What?
That I said I talked to somebody on Reddit.
Why is that weird?
I don't know. I just feel like Reddit.
I use Reddit
is-
a lot for work.
Okay, it's really cool then. But
I wouldn't say it's cool, but it works.
yeah, and they were talking about like how how unorganized his management team is, and I think that's very true.
I think you just find out where he lives.
I know where he lives.
Where does he live?
I don't. It's somewhere in Florida, but
Go to Florida, find some coconut, and be like, "Hey, bro, I will give you $50 if you take me to his house." And he'll be like, "I got you, fam."
yeah. I mean, his house was like listed on Zillow. It's actually a pretty cool house.
So,
But
was,
I
so
would
was
never
Nelly's.
I would never show up though. I think that's weird.
You want him, dude? You gotta do it.
Not that bad to where I'm showing up to his house, you know.
Well, it worked for some people. That's how Panic at the Disco became popular.
Yeah.
They didn't
Really?
show up to somebody's house, but they harassed Fall Out Boy.
Really?
Yeah, back
Dang.
in the MySpace era, and they generated enough. They were like the first of their kind. Like, we're gonna harass them to the point that we make them like us.
Yeah.
and it worked. And then they got signed by Fall Out Boy's label.
Yeah. Isn't Brendan Urie like a really bad person though? Wasn't he?
I don't know who that is.
He's the lead singer.
Of
Panic at the Disco.
cool.
I think
I
he-
didn't say I was their biggest
Oh,
fan.
okay, yeah.
I just knew that was a little tidbit of their history.
That's pretty cool. But I think I don't know what he did. He might have not even done anything. No, we're blurring that out. Beep.
Is it Logan Paul's? This is why?
Yeah, I don't like Logan Paul. Oh, do you watch More Plates, More Dates?
What's that?
Okay. It's like it's not necessarily a bodybuilding guy, but it's like a very nutritionist
I watched the
channel.
Sofa Sessions podcast.
Really?
Yeah, it's really good.
Did it come up anywhere on your top 5?
What?
The Sofa Sessions on your Spotify Wrapped.
No, because I don't
Okay.
have Spotify.
For some I think I was
The most listened podcast that I listen to is Sean Ryan
yeah.
because his are like an hour or some change, and so I usually run upwards of an hour each morning, and so I'll listen to a podcast, just like a
Okay.
chill zone.
Yeah. Does he do ASMR on that or
No.
Okay.
Sean Ryan is he I mean he like skyrocketed. He came out of nowhere. He's like up there with Joe Rogan
Yeah.
now as a competitor. Because he did a Trump one. He did I want to say his VP JD Vance.
Yeah.
And then he's had just a lot of people on there that are like, hey, like the Skinwalker Ranch owner, which was beyond weird. I don't know what to think about that. He's had a lot of military guys, so which they all have very genuine, interesting stories.
Yeah.
So
I like it. But yeah, apparently I think I was number 5 or top 5 for 9 people, it said.
dude, that's sick.
Yeah. I wonder who they are
accomplishment.
though. It is weird though because like I don't know if you kind of have the same problem with like your photography and social media and stuff, but I feel like no one cares. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I know what you mean. Nobody cares.
I feel like that.
Nobody cares. They don't care unless they're involved.
Yeah.
Like that's why I try to do, because it's easy for me to do like a free mini session for people, and I'll just say, hey, I'll do a mini session of you, and I know that you'll promote it because you're involved.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, that's smart.
Yeah, that's what you have to do. Just be like, hey, find somebody that's not that interesting, but they got a massive following or whatever. I mean, doesn't, because that's the thing is a lot of people are like, I gotta have somebody controversial come on my show
I don't really care
and
about
say
that.
something horrible, and then it gets all these likes or whatever. But I think if somebody is involved, I mean, think about your podcast. How many times have I shared all of your podcasts?
A lot, maybe. Oh,
I've shared a few of them,
yeah.
but the one that I was on, I of course promoted it. But like the Jake Bradley one, because I know Jake, and I understand that essentially of nobody cares. If they're not involved, they don't care. If they don't know you, if they're not part of it, and I don't think it's necessarily like selfishness. I just think it's doom scrolling mixed with I'm bored.
Mixed with brain rot.
Yes.
Dude, I think I do have brain rot. I'm not gonna.
What are those
lie.
words?
So you had balloon, nail, chicken, carpet.
I don't think you have CTE, my friend.
Yes.
If you got one wrong, I was gonna make you take a lap.
Where? Outside?
Yeah, yeah, in your living room.
Perfect. I have a camera over there. It's probably dead though.
Take
You
a
can
lap.
film me. No. Please.
No, I wouldn't do that.
Dude, that reminds me, when I was in 7th grade, I was playing rec baseball. Nothing. I wasn't even JV. I wasn't even that good. My parents made me late to practice, and they made me run a mile.
Your parents made you late.
Yes,
And you're getting your dad that beautiful shirt?
it goes together, doesn't it?
Wow.
That shirt probably makes him sound like, or it makes him look like he smoked cigarettes.
Do you not like him?
Logan Paul, no, not really.
I don't really like either of the Pauls.
Me either.
We were talking about this off camera if he was at home. I met his personal chef.
Yeah.
I took pictures of him at a
I think
soiree.
I definitely hit him up. He might have responded, but then I don't know if he responded after.
Logan Paul?
No, his chef.
Oh.
Yeah, because you
He's
told
going to
me.
make you pay him
Yeah,
to come here.
yeah. That's the same with the
Because he lives in Puerto Rico. He doesn't live here.
Well, I figured while he was in town.
Oh, he was here for like a turn and burn.
Yeah, I figured that's what a lot of people are, especially during the Masters. It's always hard to catch people during the Masters because by the time you look at their posts, they're already back in California.
I would try to get Garrett to get John Daly.
That is true. I reached out to him. Not John Daly, but the cornbread cowboy dude.
And he was like, no, how much you going to pay me?
No, yes. He said,
What's in it for me?
yeah, he said,
What do you know?
We could possibly do it before. Do y'all do how do y'all do payments or something like that? And I was like, unfortunately, we don't pay.
Should have said, it's Christmas. Cut me a break, bro.
Yeah.
Everyone started somewhere. You're already here.
Yeah.
That's the other thing that really annoys me is people are like, what is in it for me? I get it. You need, if it's your job,
Yeah.
cool, pay me, but like you're already in town. You're 10 miles away.
Yeah.
I'll come and pick you up. I'll buy you dinner. I'll bring it in my house. I'll walk you up the stairs and I'll make
shake
sure
your hand.
shake your hand. I'll make sure the temperature is set to what you want. And then I'll cook you dinner.
Yeah.
Right? Like, what's in it for me? That is
Yeah.
so obnoxious. I hate that.
I said something along the lines. Unfortunately, we're just not that big of a podcast, so we can't really pay people. And he
was
never
like, cool.
responded. He never
See?
responded. But then I did reach out to him the other night. And I was like, what's your type of fee? Because if it's not something very expensive, if it's less than like $1,000, I might do it.
What
But
did he say?
he never responded, so I don't know.
He's like, give it up, dude.
Yeah.
You can't afford me.
But do you know Impractical Jokers?
yeah.
You know Joe Gatto?
Is that the skinny bald guy?
No, that's Murr. Joe is the one that quit.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So he was going to be in Augusta, in Evans, performing at the place behind the lady in the Billum Theater.
Yeah.
I reached out to his manager and he responded, but he said no.
Wow.
He didn't have time.
Big news.
Yeah. But I was
Yeah.
just saying that because, just do it while you're here kind of thing.
It's annoying
Yeah.
how selfish people are. Like, what is in it for me? I get it. That's how he makes money. But like, you're not
throw me some
going
liver.
out of your way.
It's literally 10 minutes down the road.
You can have a 40-minute conversation. Just want to kind of know why you do, how you got started.
I could come to you. I could bring this setup
I would bring it to
you.
you. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, it's ridiculous.
Yeah.
What's in it for me? Well, I don't know. Being a decent human. How's
Yeah.
that sound? And that's probably the biggest thing I can't stand about social media is like, I've had people come and be like, whoa, you have 10,000 followers. And it's like, I really don't care. That's not my life. Sure, like I have to spend a lot of time editing pictures to put them on social media to get likes and whatever else. But that is not my primary concern.
Yeah.
I could hang that up tomorrow and be fine just as I was. Because I mean, there was really no goal in sight when I started doing pictures.
When did you start? 4 years ago?
Because I started, my uncle gave me a camera. And so I was really just I was in a photography class in high school. And then I just kind of learned along the way. But then I really started doing it when I was in Colorado.
Okay.
Because I was like helping a friend with a marketing scheme.
Yeah,
Not a
it was
marketing
a
scheme, but a marketing.
it was a local business, right?
Yeah.
What was the business? I don't know if you told me. Not a coffee shop. Was it a coffee shop?
It was a
Flower shop.
yeah, flower
Yes,
shop
I knew it.
and a pizza shop. And that is too, like, right. It kind of ties in with the what's in it for me thing. Like if you just did something nice and tried and applied yourself, the reward that you feel, at least for me, of like, oh, I helped somebody and I can see genuinely like how me doing this helped. It's a big thing. Like when I, like for instance, I was running before I came here. And there were some kids out doing laps on the track that I was on. And they were all like, I mean, they were like sucking. They were not doing well.
Yeah.
And it was like just that little bit of encouragement. Like, hey, I know this isn't fun, but keep going just a little further. That little bit of encouragement can go a long way.
Yeah.
Because one, you don't know what somebody's going through. Secondly, seeing somebody, you're in the same situation. Oh, okay, cool. I'll listen to that guy. So, I don't know. I try to invest in people as much as I
like
can.
that. I like that.
But I think that it's like a lost thing because everyone's so obsessed with social media and likes and comments and how they can be the next big influencer. And I don't really care.
Yeah.
I don't care. And I said that on the 10,000 followers post of like, hey, this is cool. But at the same time, like, make sure you're making time for yourself and you have a hobby and you have goals that you're trying to accomplish. Because, like, there was some study done about how men are having they get a sense of accomplishment from playing video games.
Yeah, dude, it
more
kills
than
me.
going out and like physically doing something. And I mean, the amount of teenagers that are on antidepressants right now is mind blowing.
I know, dude. I hate it.
Because that is arguably one of the biggest issues with getting kids in the military is like a lot of people will go, oh, it's because they're all Democrat liberals and they don't want to fight for our freedom. And it's like, no, there's a lot of kids that want to do it. But the problem is by the time they're 18, they're coming out of this, why was I so sad?
Yeah.
High school's over. Now I want to do something challenging. It's like, well, you've been on antidepressants for 3 of the 4 years you're in high school. So that's not happening. So then you have kids that are like, well, I wasn't depressed, but I'm just not that intelligent because the public school system failed me, or they have a learning disability or whatever. And then the Army's like, well, okay, we'll lower the standard a tad. And is that a fact? I don't think they have lowered it. But it is what it is. And I think that, if somebody really wants to make a change, go out, go for a jog, do this. Like the hormones that are released in your brain are like the same things that are released from getting an antidepressant or whatever. So
People just don't. I don't think people just want to struggle anymore.
No.
I think people are very comfortable.
Yeah.
You know.
they're very comfortable. And if I go a couple days or like, so when I got back from the selection that I went to, I just got back from, I didn't do anything for like a week. I was kind of letting my body recoup. And I kind of had a knee pain that I was going through. And those couple days were like, this is horrible. I feel useless. I'm not doing anything. I'm stagnant. I'm just here and I'm getting emotional. So it's like I need to be challenged. I need to be given a task to do. I'm very goal oriented, which I think can be problematic at times because it's like, okay, that goal didn't work out. What's next?
Yeah.
What am I doing now? What's the next challenge? Right. So it is what it is.
Yeah. I think I get like that after a long time, though.
You
like,
get what?
Like how you described, like, I feel bad for not doing anything. That's why I was really excited about this. I'm not even going to lie, because I thought it was going to be like some type of challenge. And then, I had to go out and do it.
I can give you a workout if you'd like.
I mean, no, it kind of let me down a little bit.
No, that's fine.
No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, I thought it was going to.
I'm going to come wake you up tomorrow at 5 a.m.
You don't know where I live.
Oh, yeah. You're right.
But this is really cool, though. I'll definitely hang on to it.
I would hope so. Throw it away. It's got some. You can use it as a paperweight.
Or it would be a good rock thrower. That would
sink
hit.
it in the bottom of a pond. Some guy will find it in 30 years and be like, what the?
Yeah. So I do have a question for you real quick. If you were in my shoes with the podcast and everything, what would you do to make it better or to make it more interesting or to make people like want to listen to it?
I would put yourself in uncomfortable situations. I mean, that's the thing, right? Like that I often tell Garrett Hicks.
Yeah.
Is the way that he got John Daly to come to his show is like admirable. It's the exact same thing that I would have done. Is if you want something, you need to go out and do it. You cannot rely on anybody else to go, oh, well, maybe this will take off. Maybe this will be cool. He went to Hooters and was like, hey, I'm playing tonight at Dirty Boots. I want you to come.
Yeah. That's pretty cool.
You're my spirit animal. He didn't say that, I don't think. But that's huge. And then he showed up. So, I mean, it's like a two-part thing. Like, you put the idea in his head. And the other thing, too, is like you're reaching out to people on social media. It's so easy to just dismiss you because you're not in their face and you're not a human.
Yeah.
You're just a profile. And it's like it's hard. I mean, what are you going to do? You fly to L.A. and try to convince somebody to come on your podcast? No.
Oh, I could. Oh, no.
I mean,
Yeah, it'd be a lot of money.
I think doing what you're doing and sort of evolving is the best thing you can do.
Yeah.
Right? Because, like, I didn't have any goal in mind when I started doing pictures. I didn't know what I wanted to do. And then once I found my niche, I was like, dude, concerts are sick.
Yeah.
That's what I want to do. Right? There's a bunch of people that I think would be willing to come on. There's the guy who's training me, who's my running coach, he has some big things coming up, and I think he would be willing to come do it.
Oh, sweet.
To talk about those things.
Yeah.
He doesn't live terribly far away either, and he has a very interesting story.
Okay.
So, and I don't know. I mean, you gotta kind of find what is. Because like you look at big podcasts like Joe Rogan, what is interesting about his? He has all these mega minds of specific things.
Yeah.
And they all come on here. You have more people that are in arts and music and whatever else. So like that is your thing. So it seems.
Well, that's just the only people in the area.
No, I mean that's what it is.
Yeah. I would love to get like more people out, but I don't know. It would just be a lot of money, and I don't know.
Then
just be
try and be like, hey, start a Patreon. Be like, if you want people to come on this podcast, say who you want. I'll do what I can, and you guys donate to this.
Yeah.
And all that proceeds goes to getting that person here. Right? I would donate to that.
Yeah.
I 100% would. But if it's like, hey, give me $5, like for what? Why am I giving you $5? Because I'm trying to get a goal of $1,000 or however much to get this guy on here. He said he would do it. That's what I would do.
Oh, that's pretty smart. I never thought of that. I hate asking for money though.
I mean, everybody does, but like I said, you have to be uncomfortable. You have to put yourself in uncomfortable situations to grow. That's what I've done most of my life. I've been very uncomfortable.
Are you uncomfortable right now?
No.
Okay. Like the temperature
but I
is
mean,
good
yeah.
Okay.
I mean, like to better myself.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Okay.
But yeah, I probably do need to do that. Like there's a studio that I've been wanting to go to downtown because I had a dude on the same amount this at the same time you were on. His name is Urban Swave, and he's like the manager of like a studio downtown. And I've been wanting to go and like meet him and like meet everybody there, but I've just been scared to.
You should try to get Keith Gransky. I think his name's Keith. You have?
I've tried. I've emailed him.
Just go there.
I know, dude. I'm such a pussy. I'm not.
Just go there and be like, hey, man. He's chill. I've talked to him a few times. He's pretty cool.
But yeah. That's the stuff.
Body Snatcher's going to be here. I know them. I'll reach out to them. I've shot a bunch of pictures for them. They're like a metal band.
Yeah.
I'll see if one of them would be willing to come.
That's another hard thing. When bands come in, I don't know, because obviously I don't have like a big setup, and I could find like a bigger space if I needed to, but I don't know if I like.
No, but I mean, I could be like, hey, was one of you guys willing to come and
just the one with the best personality.
Okay. I mean, they're all pretty funny.
Yeah.
There's
just
three
like
Kyles and a Chris. That's literally the lineup of their band. 3 of them are named Kyle.
I'd probably get the second Kyle.
Kyle Thrice.
Yeah.
I call them Kyle Thrice because there's 3.
Yeah.
And I like to use the word thrice because it's
Thrice.
really funny.
Is that a real word though?
Thrice?
Yeah.
Yes, it is a real word.
Really?
First, second, third. It's like the same. It's a continuation. I don't know. I don't think there's a one for fourth.
Yeah. But yeah, I wanted to I do get what you're saying with like the uncomfortability, because like they're like, I can't think of any right now, but like a lot of places that I've been wanting to go to like ask them, but I'm just so scared to do that.
Don't be.
I know.
It's what you want to do. And that's the thing, you have to sit down and be like, every single time that I've accepted some sort of challenge, whether it be at work or whatever, it's like, I'm scared. But it's like, so is everybody else.
Yeah.
Right? Like you go to selections that I've been at, or ranger school, school, everybody else around you is miserable, just like you are. Some are better at hiding it than others, and some just wear their emotions right there on their sleeve.
Yeah.
And those are the people that kind of make it funny, because they're like, really showing that they're not having a good time, and it's almost comical.
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
dang, there's another person I was gonna say. But yeah, I don't know. I feel like I'm introverted.
well, for having a podcast, that's a bad idea.
Dude, it's terrible.
You might want to hang it up and may open a Subway chain or something.
Yeah. You want me to tell you what I do when I have somebody new come on?
Sure.
Okay. So when they're on the way here, I will like sit right there and stand up and pace back and forth and like look out the window to see if they're here, and like just keep doing that until
Child
they get
waiting
here.
for Santa Claus.
Yeah.
I get it.
Yeah. Because also this is a hard area to find, I feel like. So I'm always looking to see if they're like out there in the freaking middle of the field, or if they're
To
right
be
at
honest,
the
the
front
first time I came here, I thought I was going to get murdered.
Dude, Pete Barlow said that too.
I pulled up and I was like,
Yeah.
3 cars, Monte Carlo,
It's El Camino.
El Camino, whatever, dude. I'm not a mechanic.
I'm just saying.
I'm not a mechanic, okay?
Pretty cool though, right? The El Camino.
Does it even run, or is it a yard car?
Dude, I drive it to work every day.
Well, how am I supposed to know what your daily driver is? We've never talked
know.
about this. Excuse me.
Okay, so I have the Toyota RAV4. Mallory usually drives that. I bought it. I'm
Whoa.
making payments on it, but I bought it for myself. But then her car isn't that in the best of shape. So
What a giver. Is that why she said yes? Because you gave her a RAV4?
I didn't give it to her. It's ours. It becomes
You
one.
want to keep this car, you got to say yes.
Yeah, but dude, another thing that I want to do is like stand-up comedy. I feel like I could do that. Do you think that I could do that?
Yes. What?
I don't know. I
You just
get-
were like, I said yes. You just stared at me like a
Yeah.
deer looks at an oncoming train.
I don't know. I just get scared, like to go up there and like try to make people laugh.
Just make fun of people.
I don't want to. I want to like.
I'll tell
be
you
able to
what.
Tell
I
stories.
will tell you what.
What?
You do an open mic night, I will do it with you.
Dang, that puts a lot of pressure on me, dude. Makes me want to crawl into a hole.
Why?
Cause that's scary to be up in front of people.
You're
like
literally doing the same thing here. You're just not seeing
They're
the
not.
people.
They're not live though. I don't know. I gotta quit being a pussy, dude. I gotta have a challenge.
You do.
That's why I was so excited about that. I thought like someone's
okay,
gonna.
I'll write you a challenge.
Oh frick! I want like an official one. I want an official challenge.
No, I'm sorry. I'm fresh out of challenges.
Yeah, I am on a bulk though.
You said that last time.
It's
You're just
a year-
24
it's
bulking.
a year-long bulk.
Whoa.
No, but I have been more consistent lately. Going to the gym. I've been eating a lot more.
What gym do you go to?
Max Fitness in North Augusta and all the
Sheesh.
surrounding areas.
Why do you go to North Augusta?
Cause, well, okay. I'm from North Augusta, so when I first got the gym, I always went to that one. I mean,
Max Fitness like $200 a month.
It's $250.
That is insane.
Just kidding. I pay $35.
Oh,
But I can go to all of them.
wow. That's usually how memberships work, brother.
No, you can.
No.
It used to be 30, and you could only go to that one. But so then I was like, guys, I've been here for like 3 or 4 years, paying my dues. Okay, haven't missed a month. Let me maybe, because I lived over here, but I was still only contractually able to go there. So it's like, give me like a free flowing pass, and they did. They worked something out. Yeah.
What about your heroes? You told me you wanted to talk about the military. We have done none
I know,
of that.
dude. I don't know. See, that's how podcasts are, though. They're like so crazy, and they're just like you never know what you're gonna get with them. Like you'll
Never
get on
know.
here, yeah,
Life is like a box of chocolates.
yeah.
Yeah,
How
that's
come?
Forrest Gump.
Yeah. How come? Adam Sandler got a lot of trouble for making The Water Boy because he was.
I found this in your couch.
Oh fudge! Please don't open that and read that to the audience, please. Don't. It's the Epstein list. But yeah, the military, man. Just checking for anything else. There might be something in there.
There's a
honestly.
clock in here. Mine now, baby.
It's got a switch on it. But yeah, so the military. But I asked you this last time, but I feel like you kind of got upset with me. It was like it was like 20 minutes in.
What?
Have you ever
We're not talking about that.
Okay, yeah. Yeah.
Sorry.
It's okay. I get it. I agree. So when did you start in the military?
I started the year of our savior. I started in 2012.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was 12.
Good.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
You were 12?
Yeah, in 2012, yeah.
Dang, dude. You were getting beat up in middle school.
I was getting beat off in
I was
middle
on the
school.
front lines.
Dang.
Good times.
Yeah. Do you actually like kind of reminisce on when you like were out in the deployed or whatever?
Yeah, I think that it's something that will live with you. It's not like a warmongeral aspect. It's more of like I spent time with guys that I really loved working with that you could count on to do anything if you asked them to. Like, hey, I need this done, and it's done. Whereas
In what way though? Like what kind of stuff?
work related stuff,
Okay.
yeah, it's not that way.
Okay.
Sorry. So, yeah, it was. I don't know. I really enjoyed it. I mean, I still do enjoy it. There are people that I do have that camaraderie with, but where I'm at currently is not what it is, what it was. Like the 2013 through like 2018 deployments were great, were fun. A lot of things happened. A lot of experiences were, I mean, a lot of really funny things happened too. And that's when people are like, oh, I want to talk about war stories. It's like, I always just have really funny things that I can think of that come to mind that to me are like that is a way better story than talking about death or like whatever.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
So, I guess my next question for you, sir, is where did you get deployed to?
I did all Afghanistan deployments and then I did one to Africa. So,
Really? Africa?
Yeah. I was
Where
in
at?
East Africa. So,
Oh, East?
yeah. It's
Libya.
No, it's in a city called Djibouti. Yeah.
You're lying, dude.
No, seriously.
Oh, seriously?
It's called Djibouti.
Dang.
DJIBOUTI, I think.
How do they say it in African? Do they say it the same way?
They don't speak African. They speak a mix of French and Arabic.
Really?
It's
French?
very weird. French and Arabic, it's strange.
So
And they
it's
all they all do khat, which is like the drug of choice there. So
What is caught? Is it like...
it's like a hallucinogenic. It's like a leaf.
okay.
They chew on it, and then those guys are just on a ride from 9 to 5.
Dang. Did you ever do it while you were out there?
No,
Oh.
it's the quickest way to get kicked out of the army. Hey, I went to a foreign country and did drugs. It doesn't work that way.
Okay. I didn't know if they like... do they drug test y'all at all when y'all are in the military, or...
Yeah,
Okay. I don't know.
all the time.
Yeah.
I know so many people that have gotten. Well, I wouldn't say so many. I know a few people that have gotten kicked out because of drug use.
And that would be unhonorably discharged?
We had dishonorable discharge, yeah.
Dishonorable. What the fudge?
Yeah, dude. You're way out
Unhonorable?
of, you're
Yeah,
way
it
out of
was.
line, son.
So the place in what did you do when you were like in the military?
I'm still in the military. You always say like was. Like I still go and do the military.
But like
stuff.
when you were having like fun in the military.
I was in the infantry.
Oh, okay.
With the 75th Ranger Regiment. So
That's so cool. When I was in like high school and stuff, I used to want to like be a ranger.
what happened? You
I
got
just
scared?
didn't do it. Well, I found out that it wasn't like the Power Rangers. It was just the Army Rangers.
You didn't get to wear a cool neon pink
Yeah.
suit. And you're like,
They have a really
dude."
cool belt,
You could turn into like
Yeah.
a big mongoloid.
a Megasaurus.
Yeah, and terrorize cities.
No, but I always thought that I would either do that or like a Navy SEAL. But I think the Army Ranger probably would have been closer to what I would have done.
There's a big grudge. I wouldn't say a big grudge, but there's certainly some hatred or animosity rather between SEALs and Ranger Regiment.
Oh, really? Why? What's the grudge about?
It's just super similar mission sets, but then it's always like, oh, we're gonna go and write a book about it. Like for Rob O'Neill, the guy who killed Bin Laden, to come out and be like, I killed Bin Laden. That is a huge violation of your basically an NDA that you signed for the military of like, I'm not gonna talk about things I did. Like Ranger Regiment has a big thing they live by, which is true, of silent professionalism. So you have guys that have done, like one of my platoon sergeants, he had done literally all of the GWAT deployments. So the Global War on Terrorism deployments, he did like 15 deployments.
Oh, dang.
By the time I was working with him. Because from what I understand, he was in basic training when 9/11 happened.
Oh, wow.
And then he got out, and then Ranger Regiment jumped into Afghanistan in 2002, I believe. And I think it was Objective Rhino. I can't remember.
That's cool.
So, yeah, so they have like, and that's the other thing too, is like Ranger Regiment really had a big part in the GWAT, and they really made a name for themselves because prior to that, they just did a lot of outer security, like perimeter security for Delta Force. And then once missions picked up, it was like, hey, we have this other group of people here that know how to do the same thing that Delta's doing to an extent. And so they did that.
Yeah.
So
So you say infantry, but like when I think of infantry, I think of like D-Day, like the people like on the front lines.
yeah, I mean, that is
But, like,
essentially infantry.
But like I guess we were never in a war.
No, I mean,
necessarily.
I also do think that gone are the days of that kind of warfare because now everything is electronic based and cyber and whatever else. And that's why I left the infantry. Not because I was like, this is a lost cause, but I was getting older and I just kind of didn't want to compete with 19-year-olds anymore. And I also do want to find something that is going to be more applicable to my life after the Army. Because back to what we were talking about of I'm scared, I don't want to do that. I had to retake the ASVAB to get a higher score for what I wanted to do. And I was very uncomfortable with doing that because I'm dyslexic. And
Oh, really?
Yeah. And I don't really, I have a lot of really bad memories tied to learning and having to like teach myself stuff because I'm not very good at it. So having graduated college was an accomplishment, and that was another thing I didn't want to do. I didn't want to go to college.
Yeah.
I
Who
did it.
does, you know?
Yeah, it's dumb. So, yeah, and so I retook the ASVAB, got the scores I needed, and then got into cyber, which brought me here.
Oh, sweet.
So, yeah.
Oh, like cybersecurity?
No, so there's like there's two parts to it. Like there is cyber. There's 17 Charlies, which are like hackers, is what you'd know them as, and then 17 Echoes is what I do, which is more denying, degrading, and disrupting of electromagnetic frequencies. So along the electromagnetic spectrum, there's things that you can see and things you can't see. So lights are on the electromagnetic spectrum. It's just on the visible side.
What about farts?
No, sadly, they're not.
That's pretty funny though. It kind of made you laugh.
It did.
Cool.
Yeah. Sick.
Yeah.
So yeah, we basically just do stuff like that. And so the two are kind of combined. But it's also a good it's always in your best interest to pursue other means of education, because I mean, like, it's not my job to do 17 Charlie tasks, but I went to a school that is for like a course that's designed for them that's all about hacking, and it was very uncomfortable.
Wait, so you're a hacker?
No. I went to a school. I mean, I know how to do it, but if you ask me to do it right now, I'd struggle my way through it. And some of my friends can attest to that. Yeah. Because they watched me struggle.
Yeah. What did you have to hack into? Or were you just kind of doing it for fun?
It's all like boxes. So when you say boxes, it's a computer.
Oh, okay.
So it's all boxes that are predetermined that the schoolhouse owns. So they give you an IP address, and then you have to build a bridge, basically. A tunnel is what they call it.
Yeah.
And you tunnel in, and then from that, you can find other IP addresses and then get into things that way.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah. There's a lot that goes into it, but it's also kind of simplistic when you learn it. It's not easy, but like the sort of understanding of it all is like, oh, that's not really that horrible. So,
is it true that terrorists have like memes on their phone?
Memes?
Yeah, like
I don't know, probably.
Okay, because I used to work with a dude at Your Pie, and I think he did something very similar to that. And whatever he was doing, he was to where he could see like their text messages between each other, and they were like sending each other memes back and forth.
You worked with a guy at Your Pie,
yes,
who said he was a hacker.
He didn't say
and was
that.
hacking terrorists.
Yes,
I think, my friend, you were lied to.
No, I will show you his Facebook after.
Just because it's on his Facebook, that's even more of a reason that it's not accurate.
Stolen Valor? Should I have fought him right there?
Dude, those Stolen Valor videos are hilarious.
What's your rank? What's your rank?
There are people that have asked me, like, what do you think about Stolen Valor? It's like,
what do you think about Stolen Valor?
I don't really care. If you want to walk around with a uniform on and pretend to be you're in the army, that's like your pinnacle of, oh man, I'm going to pretend I'm in the army. Good for you. You're really shooting real high, friend.
Yeah, it's like men dressing up as women.
Yeah, wild.
Yeah.
The other thing is people will all. Sorry, I keep exposing the crime.
That's okay.
I'm getting paid big bucks by old El Paul. The other. Oh man, I lost my train of thought.
I'm sorry.
I have CTE.
Really?
No. What did you say before this?
Oh, I was also gonna add. So I guess he might have just gotten back from the military because he kept referring to everybody as civilians. Seriously.
This guy
Seriously.
this guy never spent a day in the army. He is the type of person that I have encountered many of times. I have to go somewhere in uniform, or I'm like, during the workday, I go somewhere, and some kid with a lisp corners me who's grossly overweight and is like, I almost got in the army once. And you're like, wow. Can't wait to hear this story.
Yeah.
And then you're like, can you get out of the way? Like, I got to go somewhere. And he's like, well, you see what happened is I hurt my arm. It's still not white, but I almost was in the army.
Yeah.
Cool.
I had a bacteria fungus that they wouldn't let me get
this
into
is what I was
the
going to
military.
say. Is people will go, especially when I was like in the infantry and then like in Ranger Regiment, people will go, thank you for your service. And it's like, if you only knew the debauchery that takes place within the infantry, you wouldn't be thanking them. You'd be like, you guys are scumbags.
Oh, dang.
Yeah.
Y'all
It's
did
just
some bad stuff? Or?
no, it's just that like to find people that are willing to just essentially, like, the army really taught me how to be homeless.
Really?
Oh, dude.
Yeah.
I would,
like survival skills?
Sure.
Oh,
It's more of like when the power went out, I was fine.
Yeah.
And my wife was like, oh, we need this. And it was like, nah, dude, I'm good. I'll sleep outside if I have to. I'll go dig in the neighbor's trash can for food. I'll find food. I'll survive.
Yeah.
One of my friends, Thaddeus, he's a good friend of mine. We were deployed together, and everyone referred to us as trash pandas because people would throw away food that was like half eaten, and we were in a training environment, and it was like, we're going to eat this. If you're not going to eat it, that's great food. So that was pretty much how we would survive.
So you don't care about eating after people?
No, I don't really care.
Do you now, though?
No.
Okay.
I don't know. I'm one of the people that has the mindset of like, things were just fine before all this science. Like, I'm not saying I don't believe in science. I'm not putting that on the record. But what I'm saying is, like, for instance, when it comes to raising a child, there's all this, your baby, you need to sleep train your baby.
Mm-hmm.
You need to this. You don't need to blah. And it's like people were smoking while pregnant. And those are some of the most resilient kids I've met
Mm-hmm.
because they're like our generation and older. Now you have a bunch of kids that are like, a bunch of parents are like, I'll never disrespect my children. Your children are going to disrespect you and everybody around you.
Yeah.
I don't have to be a parent of 7 children to realize that. You can just, that statement is just,
Yeah.
no. It's like the same thing. If you do that with a dog, like I had a friend in high school, he had a dog that he was like, oh, that's just Grizzly. And the dog was just dumping all over his house and peeing all over everything and chewing their couch up. And it was like,
I hate that excuse.
You can do something here. You can intervene.
Yeah.
No, I don't want to squelch his personality.
Yeah. It's like giving people an excuse for being bad. Like, oh, that's just John. You know, that's just how
it's
he
like
is.
John should have got punched in the face a couple times as a kid.
Yeah.
It's the other thing too. Like you said, you've never been in a fight, and it tells. It shows.
How?
I'm just kidding.
How do you know I've never been in a fight?
Seriously?
What?
Because you told me
Oh,
last
I thought
time.
you might have swung at me.
No, you said, you're like, I've never been in a fight, and I said, are you ready? And you were like, what?
I'm not ready now. I was in a boxing match that I did on my YouTube one time. But like we were light sparring, but I don't think the other dude knew that we were light sparring and he was actually hitting me.
Idea.
What?
You should take this setup. It's somewhere in Augusta.
You're gonna tell me to go downtown.
No.
And okay.
I'm gonna
so
tell
many people
you.
have told me that.
No. I'm telling you to go find a backyard wrestling ring and do like a courtside special. I will come be your commentator. You and I will tackle this both.
But what if I want somebody else?
I don't care. Do whatever you want. I'm just giving you the
yeah.
idea. And you can have some guy and you can interview the wrestlers. And it's just sort of like a.
I have like you're talking about like professional like WWE stuff?
No.
Or like bare knuckle.
I'm talking about 2 hillbillies doped up on meth. Like, you ever seen that little fat kid who's like, Superhuman TV show, the show for the juggalettes and the juggalos. And then he does like a gainer into a bunch of like microwaves.
Yeah.
And he's like, ah! You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
You land that kid on this podcast?
Yeah.
You'd be like, hey, bro, I'll throw you Insane Clown Posse tickets if you come here today. He'll be like, but I'm in.
But so I don't give him the tickets when like after or I do?
You don't have to.
Yeah.
Just be like, oh, I forgot him. Or just tell him you have a surprise. And he'll be like, okay. And then when you get here, you're like,
It's my wiener in a box.
or you say you have a gift.
Yeah.
And then you're like, your gift is eternal life.
Oh.
And you show him the way. And he's like, what? I flew here from probably Kalamazoo, Michigan for this? Nay, says I. And then he'll probably do a backflip off your roof.
He'll jump onto the Christmas tree. Or he'll jump onto this and ruin my
You've
setup.
never seen that kid?
Yeah, I have. His name is like Big Swag or Big Sexy. It's something like that. Because one of my buddies at work quoted him. Oh, you
Juggalos and juggalettes.
Yeah.
This is your superhuman TV show. Don't try this at home. And then he does literally does a front flip into a microwave. It's like, what did you think was going to happen? And that kid's got 1 million views.
He probably does have $1 million though.
Do you have $1 million?
Yeah. Do you think I'd do this for free? Because I do. But yeah, do you think I should start charging people?
I think you should get sponsors.
Oh yeah. Oh, I do have a banner hanging up. The banner that was right there. I have it hanging up at the Max Fitness in North Augusta.
What?
I used to have a banner right here. It's like a 3x5 banner.
Of Max Fitness?
No, of the sofa set
Oh,
of the
it's like,
podcast.
do they know that? Because I'm sure that they're not sponsoring. They're like, we don't want part of this.
Yeah, I just don't like. Who do you think I could reach out to like sponsor me? Should I do some like? I thought about doing Xmart. Or Maze Video.
No,
Oh,
I don't think you want that associated with your name.
Maze Video or Xmart?
I don't even know what those are. What is that?
Xmart is the sex shop.
Oh, the one that has
Gordon
the.
Highway.
It's like literally right in the border of South Carolina and Georgia.
That I think you're referring to the Lion's Den.
I don't know. I just know there's a big billboard.
Yeah, that's the Lion's Den.
You know what?
What?
This was a talking point that I was remembered.
From the last episode?
Yeah, so
Oh,
we were
gosh.
talked about the Disgusta Locals thing.
Yeah.
I have been posting in that page
Mm-hmm.
since the hurricane. Because I never really did. And then I got into it during the hurricane.
Yeah.
So I had a lot of downtime. And I was like, oh my gosh. So I started saying these wazoo stories, and people were like, "Oh my gosh!" And the admins were just like publishing whatever. At that point, you should try to land those dudes on here. Who the admin is?
Yeah. Oh, I've thought about getting the Lightning McQueen dude on. Have you seen him?
The guy from Cars,
No.
Owen Wilson.
No, the
Wow.
the dude that drives around in Augusta in a Lightning McQueen car. It's a Dodge Challenger.
I have no idea who that is.
He gets posts about it all the time.
Anyway,
And then there's another dude. It's like a unibicycle, but it's like a motorized one, and he delivers food with it in Augusta. And
I
he'll
think you should
run through red lights.
aim your sights a little higher.
Well, like he.
A delivery guy who's delivering cold pizza or Chinese food.
Well, the
Not
reason I
that
say that
interesting.
is because a lot of people in those group chats share him and talk about him. So that would be like a good way to get into maybe like the local scene or something.
But yeah, anyway, back to what I was saying.
I think I got banned from the Discuster group chat.
How?
I looked it up and it's not there.
You probably did. I posted the first thing that I posted was that during this was like week whatever of no power. I posted that my neighbor told me that their son was so hungry that they ate our other neighbor, Roy. And that now their son, Ethan, has an upset stomach and has no power. So please pray for Ethan. And people, they posted it, which I was like, they're not going to post this.
Yeah.
It's clearly fake. Posted it, and people were like, oh
Sending
my
prayers.
gosh.
Sending my
People were
prayers.
like, are you serious? He ate a human? And it was probably only like 5 days without power. And it was like, seriously, you think someone ate someone? And then one of the comments was like, is this fish? That was like one of the comments. And then one of the other things,
I can't believe I've been missing out on these.
I published it as my name.
Yeah,
So I was like, it'll
I haven't
probably be
seen
more
them.
believable if I do it with my name. And then another one I did, it was something about the storm, and they didn't approve it. And then another one they did, but it's all been like really. Oh, and then the other one I put is that I put it the other day that a homeless guy peed on a couple while they were eating pizza at a pizza place downtown, and people were like,
Is it mellow mushroom?
yeah.
Pizza joint?
And they were like, he went from homeless to lifeless. That was one of the comments. It was like, okay. And then a lot of people were like, I have questions. Why didn't they do anything? Why didn't you do anything? It's like,
Yeah.
oh, okay. Wasn't real. Didn't happen anyway.
Did you, like, when they did comment that, did you kind of get defensive? Like,
No, I
should have
posted it and
done
I left it
something.
alone. I posted it as an anonymous. Because I was like, maybe the admin's going to recognize me and be like, this scumbag? No way. You should hunt the admin down and be like, hey, I'd like you to be on my podcast and tell me about all the dirty little secrets you know about Augusta.
Yeah, because I think when you post anonymously, they know who it is. Like it'll show the profile that's posting it anonymously.
The admin?
I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I've seen that. What have you done?
I'm toast. I'm cooked, as they say.
Yeah.
You should try. I don't know. There's a lot of people that I think you could get on this podcast that would be.
I think one of the hardest parts is finding them. You know.
Find somebody interesting. Find someone who's really rich or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
You got to have a niche.
Yeah. I thought that I did pretty good on the True North Steve Davis. That I went out to. Why I didn't go out. I emailed him.
Can't be a keyboard warrior. We got to show up in person.
Dude, it's not even a keyboard warrior. It's a freaking chat GPT warrior. Yeah.
You use old
I've got a
Chatimus?
system. I got a system to where it sounds natural, but I'm being pretty polite too.
You don't know how to be polite. You can't format that on your own.
Well, I'm doing it in like a natural way. You know, like if Chat GPT gives it to you, it's kind of like computerized.
Oh, I was like, let me stop you right there because ChatGPT is not natural in terms of.
yeah. But yeah, I kind of do want to get sponsors. I don't know. I think that's another thing where it comes in where it's like I don't feel like this is a good enough product to sponsor, even from a homeless man.
That's what I said when I started with charging people. I was like, you're going to pay me for these pictures?
I know that's crazy. Like you're gonna give me money in turn that I post something for you when I do it all the time for free. You know?
Well, that was the other thing too. Is like if I'm going to continue doing this, I need to charge people because
Yeah.
it was taking so much time away, and there was no benefit to it.
Yeah.
So, and that's why I started charging minimal amounts. So,
Yeah. Do you think like because lately I've been kind of getting a lot of people to ask to come on. Do you think it would be
who are they?
like majority of them are like rappers and stuff. I had one girl that hit me up like back in June. She's like a candle maker. Yeah.
Wow. Wow.
I had a girl hit me up recently. I kind of feel bad because I just deleted the message. You know how you can just delete it without. Yeah. She's like a model maybe or a cosplayer from what she said.
Wow.
Yeah. But like a lot of them are like artists and like rappers and stuff.
Cosplay.
Yeah. But do you think like $100 is a lot?
To pay somebody?
No, to have on. Like they pay the $100.
No.
Really?
If they really want to
Yeah.
get their name out there. But then I think what you're risking at that point is people that are just going to be like, I'll give them $100.
Yeah, that's another
get to
thing
come
I was scared of because I made like a little picture of it, like a little promo for it. All right, so the package would include a 1 to 2 hour long episode. Promote yourself, your brand, your business. Okay. Flexibility with conversation, like, you know, if you have questions you want me to ask you, just send them to me. I'll review them. All right, then you get 10 to 15 clips that will be posted to numerous platforms like social medias like TikTok, Instagram,
I think that's
Facebook.
fair.
And then, you know, you get your links in the bio. You basically get everything. And then you get one to three shortened like YouTube clips. You know, like the one I did with Jake. And then like 5+ story posts because I'm gonna do that anyway throughout the week of your episode, and then 1 to 2 main story posts.
I would do that.
Yeah, because I mean that's a lot because like, you know, you got to edit, you got to make the clips, you got to post them, all that stuff. So I feel like that's a lot for $100. Do you think I should up that or like?
I think you should test the waters first, see how that works, and see what kind of psychos you get that are like,
Yeah, that's the
I
thing.
want you to promote my business. And their business is like,
I fart
you mow lawns.
on TikTok live.
Yeah, I fart in a jar and I sell it to people.
But then again, I don't want to just become like a commercial for people.
I think that's what you're risking.
Yeah.
You just got to land somebody cool. And then from there, like, I mean, like Sean Ryan, like his podcast got big.
Yeah.
Because his thing was like, I want to have people on here that are seeking truth in whatever their field is.
Yeah.
Whether it be politics, which he doesn't do a ton of politics, or really interesting military people.
What was he doing before the podcast?
He was a SEAL.
Okay.
He was a SEAL, and then he worked as a contractor for the CIA.
Okay, so I guess he made pretty good money before the podcast? Okay. Because I feel like that's kind of where...
I mean, he has like a pension, I'm guessing,
Yeah.
from the Navy. Well, I don't know if he did 20 years. But I think once you continue your service from the Navy to the CIA, I think it carries over. So
Okay.
he probably did a total of 20 years. I don't know.
Yeah.
I have no idea.
Because I feel like that kind of holds me back because I can't necessarily pay a lot of money to these people, to like the higher podcasts that
I
are...
think if you explain your situation and you're like, hey, look, I'm not asking you to be decent, but please, could you help me? You have a forum. We all started somewhere. This is me trying to do that. I think people would be receptive to that.
Really?
I
feel
think so.
I feel like people would be like...
Because they don't know you. All they know is that you're some guy on a podcast.
Yeah.
They don't. Other than that, they don't know. They don't know that you're trying to make this a full-time thing. They have no idea.
I feel like sometimes I don't fully explain what the podcast is about.
Yeah,
Kind of over text. That's why probably I should go into person.
I would.
I think a couple people have told me that.
I would totally do that
Yeah.
because that's your best option.
Yeah.
Sweet.
So you were in the military.
Still am.
Yeah. I'm just feeling goofy, dude. I don't know, man. You ever get in like a goofy like little mood or
You
whatever?
got the giggles? You don't
Yeah.
have a tickle fight?
Dude.
Dude, I will
no.
make you pee yourself.
Dude, I think the worst part about getting tickled is the anticipation of getting tickled. But like I'm not really
So
in
my daughter is.
Yeah.
I can just kind of, and she's like,
Like
so.
like if
Yeah,
you
I'll like tickle her and she'll just literally just fart on me. It's gross.
Really?
Yeah.
That's pretty cool though. That might be a hidden talent. She should go to AGT for that.
Maybe. What is that?
America's Got Talent.
Oh, well, she's got stage fright.
Does she really? I do too.
I know.
But yeah, I know a few comedians. One comedian, Tommy Archer, he's told me to, you just go up there and do it. Quit being a pussy.
Yeah.
Do it. Yeah. So did you have any talking points that you kind of wanted to bring up? Because I feel like this is a really good opportunity for you, to get like your brand and stuff out, because this is probably one of, if not the best podcast in Augusta.
I would agree.
Do you listen to any other podcasts in Augusta?
Nope.
That was sarcasm, by the way.
Talking points. I would say
Do you have any questions for me?
No. Sorry.
That's okay.
I think that people should put their phones down and go jog, go run.
Yeah.
Go to the gym, do something cool. But at the same time, if you're a band looking for a photographer, let me know.
Oh, who are some of your favorite bands since last time we talked?
To work with?
Yeah.
I mean, to be honest, I never really pictured myself getting into the country realm. I just thought it would be, I was pursuing just metal.
Yeah.
That was literally what I wanted. But I would say Jonah, Banjo, as you know him.
Dude, he's awesome.
He's fun to work with.
I know him as Jonah.
I don't know.
Jonah Boucher.
Jonah Boucher. I don't know.
Bobby Boucher.
But anyway, Jonah's fun to work with. Mary Kate, she's fun to work with. Garrett's always fun to work with. Favorites, I'd say Cody Webb is probably pretty fun to work with.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
He's pretty big though, right? He's another guy
He's
I reached
always
out to.
he'll always think of me, which is like very beneficial because I've only shot for him once.
Yeah.
But it was a good time and he got a lot of good content out of it.
He's coming back New Year's Eve.
Yeah, but I'm already booked. So yeah.
Well, if you show me your ways, I'll do it.
No.
Okay.
I'm booked with Banjo actually.
Oh, really?
So if you want to come.
Where's it at?
I think it's at Soleil.
I can't go to Soleil, dude.
What, you got kicked out? You banned from there?
No.
Why?
I have an ex that works there. I can't go there anymore.
Was she Voldemort? What do you mean you can't go there?
She has about the same size nose.
Really? We didn't have
No,
one.
not really.
Oh. Why can't you go there?
Because I have an ex there.
I mean, that's really dumb.
Well, I don't know. I just don't want to be in the same area as the ex.
She's probably working. So, and if she comes around and starts bothering you, you just act like you don't know her, and then you tell the management, I don't know that crazy woman, and she's bothering me.
Yeah, but I wouldn't go. I don't know. I don't know. I don't like putting myself in situations like that. When I'm with, Mallory, my fiance that I love so much, I wouldn't want to like put myself in that situation to where like there's also another person that I was with in the same area, if that makes sense.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll buy that for $1. $1.
Yeah. Okay.
No more.
Yeah. But yeah, I also reached out to Cody Webb and I guess his manager, and I don't know. I don't think he got back. He did, but I forgot what he said.
Small pools. They're fun to work with too.
Small pools.
Yeah. Mike Cameraman is the guitarist. And
Oh, sweet.
our dads worked together in the FBI. And
Really, the FBI?
yeah. And so I met him years ago when he was in a band called Rookie of the Year. And he was playing at the Vinyl in Atlanta. And a guy that I went to high school with was opening for him, Cody Hoffman. And so known as The Romance, that's the name of his band.
Oh, is that a pretty big band?
The Romance?
Yeah.
I mean, they're pretty big.
I think I've heard of them.
I mean, he was on tour with them and Grayscales.
Oh, okay.
Grayscales was pretty cool, but that was a fun show to shoot for. Body Snatcher's always been fun to shoot with, and unfortunately, I'm not going to be here when they're playing at Gransky's, but I can certainly reach out to them and ask if they'd be willing to come on, at least one of them come on here and say, what's up?
What up?
So,
Yeah.
because I mean, the other thing too is I think you could market that as like, I can have a quick edit done, like the day of the show and have it posted out.
Yeah. I think we could definitely maybe work that. But yeah, I think it would be fun to do like what you do as well. Because like when I was younger, I thought it would always be cool to take pictures for WWE because I was, big into WWE at the time.
Probably still are.
And photography. Not as much. I don't really know that many people.
Did I ever tell you about, I don't think I told you. the Stardust incident? The guy.
I think you did.
Okay. Yeah.
Can you tell it again?
Yeah.
I kind of
So
forgot.
as a private, the WWE guys came. Hulk Hogan, a bunch of other people came for like Military Appreciation Day. They came to Regiment's compound, and it was some of the most awkward experiences I've ever seen in my life because like you have Hulk Hogan who's played this like badass guy his whole life and like diehard American, and then he was sitting and eating with what was the 375 Sergeant Major at the time, which is Sergeant Major Ballesteros, and it's like Sergeant Major Ballesteros has legitimately done it all.
Yeah.
And then you have this guy who's pretended to do it all his whole career. And it's like, these two have nothing in common. And I remember watching them eat, and it was just like, so what's up? He's like, well, thanks for your service, brother. And so we were later in line, and it was like, oh, man, all the cool wrestlers are going to be taken.
Yeah.
And I was right. I was like, I looked into my future. And so I go in, and there's this guy who's in blue body glitter. And I was like, ugh. And the table's open, and it was me and a couple other guys, and I was like, guess this is who we're going to sit with.
Is this somebody from RuPaul's Drag Race or something?
That's what it looked like. It was, what is his name?
Stardust, Cody Rhodes.
Cody Rhodes. My brother is obsessed with wrestling. Well, I don't know if obsessed is the right term, but he really likes it. And so when I was like, oh, I know his name's Stardust, he's like, you man, Cody Rhodes?
Dude, he's the biggest in the WWE
I
right
know.
now.
And my brother was like, well, I mean, after I told him the story, my brother was like, well, you're kind of a tool because that guy's now a millionaire.
Yeah.
And you're you. And I was like, well, fair point. So
At least I ain't gay, though, you know?
hey. And so
Maybe, actually.
Yeah. And so we sit down with him, and he looks at us. I look at him, and I look at my friends, and I was like, so what are you supposed to be? And he was like, I'm Stardust. It's like, bro. And then the next question was, how long did it take you to put your makeup on?
He had full face makeup on at that time?
Yes. And it was like, you picked the wrong. What did you think this was, a middle school visit? And that I was going to be impressed by you?
Career day?
Friend, no, I am not impressed by you and your blue dabba D you got going on over here. I think he might have been gold. I know he switched between gold and blue,
Yeah.
but I was not impressed. And you could tell that he was probably like,
Yeah. He really hated that gimmick when he had to do that.
I would too. You're a grown man eating with people who have done all the deployments.
What did you do? Like,
I mean, just like you've been in legitimate firefights, and then this guy's like, I'm a wrestler. Cool. And I'm painted blue. I don't know. It's just
have you ever been painted blue, though?
no. I
Maybe
can't
it's
say
a
I
game
have.
changer.
I doubt it.
Yeah, probably not.
I mean, Cody Rhodes. You should probably book him.
We
Tell
have the
him-
same last name.
You do?
Yeah, my last name is Rhodes.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, Brandon Rhodes.
Are you related to Austin Rhodes, the guy who has like a conservative Christian talking?
No, but
thing?
my dad, dude, he
Your
would
dad probably goes with it. Yes, my brother.
no, he would pick me up from school and would be waiting in the line for my brother because he was in middle school. I was on elementary.
What an idiot.
I know, and we would sit there and listen to him. So I know Austin Rhodes by just listening to him.
He's gone to Journey a few times, the church that
Oh,
I
really?
do all the pictures for.
I've reached out to him to come on a podcast.
Just go to his house.
I don't know where he lives.
He lives not that far from Journey. That's what I've been told. I don't know where. Just go in there and be like, hey, I'm looking for the Mr. Rhodes. Be like, hey, look. Tell
I'm
him
your
you're
son.
Yeah. I'm your son. There was actually a situation when I was in Africa where one of the privates that worked for me. Oh, dude, I got some funny stories about Africa.
Oh, dang.
One of them. So this 2-star general came and visited the base, and whenever these guys come to town, everyone's like, hide all the broken stuff.
Yeah.
Which it's kind of like, why would you? Because you want them to pay to get it fixed, not just like put it in a corner and have to revisit that later.
Yeah.
So he comes to town. He meets all the people that are working in this area, and he's like, hey, well, what's your name? And he's like, oh, I'm Joshua Miracle. And so he's like, where are you from, Joshua? And he's like, I'm from Indianapolis or wherever he was from. And he's like, is your mother Mary? Knew his mom. And so then I don't know like what else was said, but it was kind of like, oh, he doesn't know who his dad is. That guy could legitimately be your dad.
And they had the same last name, right?
Him and the general? No.
Oh.
He knew his mom.
Oh, okay.
And it was like, whoa, dude.
Small world.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Were there a lot of people, like, when y'all were deployed, not you, I mean, maybe you did, I don't know. Like, did a lot of the guys go and have sex with, like, the local women? Or was that...
No.
Okay.
That's like so forbidden.
Oh, really?
You're not even allowed to like talk to the natives.
Really?
I mean, you wouldn't want to.
Maybe not in, you said Iraq?
I was never in Iraq.
Afghanistan?
Yeah. I mean, it wasn't like we were doing like reverse scheduling. So we were doing stuff at night.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah.
Well, that's the time to come out.
Yeah, we weren't like hanging out and going into like the city.
Really?
No, there's nothing happening in Afghanistan other than like terrorist activity.
What about, I'm talking, what about Africa? Dubuje?
Yeah, Djibouti had stuff to do.
Djibouti.
But like, yeah.
But like, so did like the guys go out and like, court some of the females?
No. You could go out and like people would go to like restaurants, but there was not like a nightlife. It wasn't like Dubai where they have skyscrapers. They had one tower.
Yeah.
That was it.
I just thought it was kind of pretty common, especially in like Vietnam, that these guys would hook up with a lot of Vietnamese.
We're talking about Vietnam versus now.
Well, I don't know.
And the culture of the army has changed drastically.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's for the better, and it's also for the worst in some ways. I think that it's created, it has weaponized some people. So that's really all that I'm gonna say about that.
Yeah.
Because I can't really be like, oh, blah blah blah, the army's dumb.
Yeah.
I don't think the army's dumb.
Yeah. I'm
But,
24. Do you think it would be too late for me to join?
No, you get in. I would say join the National Guard if you're gonna do it because the state will pay you money, you'll get health care. And it's an easy fix for whatever. I want some extra money. Cool.
Is the healthcare pretty good though?
You get TRICARE.
Is that pretty? I don't even have
that's-
insurance.
yeah, I would. I mean, if you're hunting for insurance,
Yeah.
that's why a large portion of people get in the National Guard or get out of the army and stay in the National Guard. So,
I feel like I'm too old. Maybe not too old, but I don't know.
no, there was like a 40-year-old that went through RASP.
Really?
Yeah,
Did he make it though?
yeah.
That's what's up.
He's like the oldest E6 in Ranger Regiment, I think.
Yeah.
He might be an E7 by now.
I don't know if I asked you this before, but did you ever come in contact with like David Goggins? Okay.
No, I think he's got a really good story, and I
Yeah.
think that there's some similarities between he and I in terms of
Y'all
like,
are both black, bald.
totally. Yep.
Um,
How we kind of, I mean, not how we grew up. Like that guy lived in an abusive household.
Yeah.
I didn't have that, but in terms of like having a learning disability and having to try and continue and keep going is certainly something I can align with.
yeah. I have both of his books over there.
Did you read them or you just have them?
I read them.
Whoa, chill,
Sorry,
buddy.
Sorry, but I didn't mean to call you Bo. I meant to say bro.
Hi, bud.
The second one my mom got me, and I was like, "Don't get the censored version. Don't get the clean version." And I completely forgot about it when she gave it to me.
And you were like, whoa.
Yeah, halfway through, I was like, "What the fuck? There's no cussing in it. I want to see the N word. I want to see the F word. You know?"
I want to see all the words.
Yeah. So, but then I just kept reading. So,
Sick.
yeah.
Sick, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah. I didn't really like a second one near as much.
Yeah, I think the first one was better.
The second one was like, bro.
But please don't come here and fight me, David Goggins, please. I'll be too
He's gonna
scared.
run here, he's gonna kick in your front door, and he's gonna beat the white out of you.
Yeah. Dude, I don't know if this is true, but I've seen allegations that like he doesn't talk to his kids or his one kid that he had.
I'm sure he doesn't. Because
Yeah.
in his book, he's very anti-family.
Yeah.
He's like, oh, you can't keep up. David Goggins don't like this.
Yeah.
Yeah, he doesn't. I mean, it
That
doesn't
would
have.
suck.
I don't think it has to be said for it to be known. It's kind of like, oh, you had a kid, and you left to go be a SEAL. Okay.
Well, I think it was might have been even after that.
Oh yeah, I'm sure it is. I mean, it's a
Yeah.
continual thing. So it's not like you put that down and come back to it.
Yeah.
You can.
It's
People
like-
do it.
Yeah, it's like rent a center for kids.
Yeah. People in prison do it.
I get-
People
yeah.
hitting the pipe do it.
I guess that would be like orphans.
There was a guy that I lived with where his dad, I lived with him a very short period of time, very much against my will. I did not like living with this guy. I'm not going to name his name. You
can.
No, because he's
Okay.
probably going to listen to this, and then I'm going to get a strongly worded Facebook message, which I don't care about. And so one of his parents came back into his life years after abandonment.
Really?
Yeah. And it was right around Christmas, and I jokingly was like, "Hey, what did Santa bring you?" And he was like, "My son." I was like, "Oh, pfft, please."
Oh wait, you're saying the guy you're friends with did that with his kid?
No, his dad did it with
Oh,
him.
okay.
And he was like absent. He like abandoned him as a child.
Yeah.
And then came back in his life years later. And when he came back into his life, I happened to meet him
Oh, okay.
during Christmas and asked him what did Santa bring him, and he said his son. And it was like, what?
Yeah. that's-
What about the other 15 years? What about those Christmases?
Yeah.
Santa
Yeah.
brought you the pipe, huh?
Dang.
So
But yeah, you pretty excited for Christmas?
I think it'll be fun.
Yeah.
We're taking this was not my idea. My parents and my aunt and uncles were like, let's go to Virginia Beach for Christmas, and we're all gonna stay in the same house.
Wait,
Are they trying to reenact the Griswold family Christmas?
it's such a good movie.
Someone is gonna go postal, lose their mind, punch a hole in the wall.
How is Santa gonna get to your kids? Did you kind of tell Santa the address? Okay.
He came early.
Oh, okay. I do too. You know what I'm saying? So me and Santa are one and the same. Do you think that I should take off Christmas Eve and the day after Christmas off of work?
I don't care. It's your life.
Okay.
What do you mean?
I was just asking you because they had asked us today about it at work.
I would. Do you still work at Lowe's?
What do you take me for? Somebody that doesn't evolve?
Oh, I don't know.
Nah, I work at an HVAC place now, dude. I got a career. I got a big boy job.
I got a job.
I got meningitis. I don't even know it. I'm just kidding. My brother
Pete Davidson has.
my brother had pre-gingivitis, and my dad wrote a song about it.
Is your dad a musician?
Yeah.
Who's your dad?
Scott Rhodes.
Scotty Rhodes. Live.
Don't call him that. He doesn't like to be
Why
called
don't you
that.
have him on here
He wouldn't do it.
and be like, hey, let's play Getting to Know My Dad and ask him a series of questions. Hey, was I annoying as a kid?
Yes.
Yeah. Next question. Why do you hate me?
But yeah, he's a musician.
He's a magician.
No, a musician. And he makes mandolins. Do you know what a mandolin is?
Yes, I know what a mandolin is.
Okay, he makes them.
Sick.
Would you like to buy one?
No, thank you.
Okay.
When I'm in the market for a mandolin, I'll let you know. Un mandolin.
So you work in the military?
Yes.
Sorry. You work, I guess, at Fort Gordon?
Fort Eisenhower.
They
changed
changed
the name.
it? They did?
Yes. I have a very funny story about that.
Go ahead and tell it.
They changed the sign. Changed the name, changed the sign. Day after the new sign is put in at gate 1, a car rolls into it, thrashes it. So when you look at a sign, it's supposed to be, like most things, it's supposed to be like evenly placed and not flush one side or the other.
Yeah.
But the sign was all crushed in on one side and it was flush with the base. So it was like, oh, it's clearly messed up. But a lot of people didn't see the accident happen because it happened on a weekend. I happened to see it because I was going on base for an event. And so gate 1 is where Bel Air goes.
Yeah, it's right down there.
It's right down that way. And so the sign, people were like, they put the sign in wrong. They messed it up. And I was like, well, no, somebody drove into it. And so then they replace it. And then 2-ish months later, somebody drives straight into it and blows the back out of it. So just to give you a frame of reference, in all the years that the name was Fort Gordon, the sign was never hit.
Yeah.
It sat there for however many odd years, 80, 30, 50, I don't know how many years. But it sat there untouched.
Yeah.
No car hit it, nothing. And so this guy runs into it. Second guy drives straight into it, blows the back out of it. And they're like, and now it's like concaved in right after they fixed it.
Yeah.
So they're like, ugh. So then they take the sign off, and now it's just 2 steel poles So they wrapped a sign, like a tarp, that says "Welcome to Fort Eisenhower." Hurricane comes to town,
Oh my god.
rips that off. So now it's just 2 posts, and they're like, "Nah, bro."
Touchdown.
But you know that the sign company is probably like,
Yeah.
"So when's the next vehicle accident?"
Maybe they're paying people to run into it.
They probably are. They're like, "I'll give you $800," because you know that the army is like, "We'll pay whatever."
Yeah.
To
That's
have a
what Jake was
sign.
saying for politicians.
Oh, dude, yes. It's insane.
Yeah.
The fact that they changed it to Fort Eisenhower, but they're not going to change Gordon Highway, the road that wraps around the base. It's like, okay.
Yeah.
I mean, hey, cool, whatever. But what about that road?
I wish I could know some of the people that he bodyguarded for.
Him? Oh,
Yeah.
Jake?
Yeah. He said one of them was like Blueface.
Yeah.
Do you know who that is?
I mean, I do now
Oh.
because I listened to the podcast, like I
Hey.
said.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
You're welcome. Dog,
You about ready to go?
I got to leave soon.
Okay.
I got kids at home.
I have another question. Do you ever listen to the podcast and be like, this dude is an idiot talking about me?
No.
Okay.
There are times that I listen to it and I go, oh, that's weird. But
But like what I say or like what
no,
do I do?
it's just like, okay, this is kind of a slow moving
Yeah.
topic. But at the same time, we all start somewhere and you're finding your niche.
You're saying that I'm like bad though still?
No.
Okay.
I think that you have, like, I think Jake was a good episode. I think some of the episodes you've had in the past because of the guests you have.
Yeah.
But I think if you start monetizing it to where, like, you can pay me, you're going to find yourself being an advertisement platform. And people are going to be like, why would I want to go on your podcast when some kid who wants to major in close hand magic was on your podcast, right? And he presents you with a rose and then snaps and it's like, right? Like, you got to be careful.
Yeah.
So,
All right. Well, thank you, dude. I appreciate it. We didn't even get to the
thank you.
the ABQ.
What is that?
That's the prison you worked at.
No. Oh, no.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
worked at the ADX.
ADX. I was off by 2.
We could do a part 2. I can come back tomorrow.
Yeah. Actually, what's tomorrow? I'm supposed to go to the studio tomorrow that I told you about.
You gonna go throw out an album?
Dude, I kind of am thinking about it. Dude, that was pretty good.
Thank you.
Yeah. I had it real quick. I'm sorry. I know you got to get to your kids. Alex Sosa, I had him on as a rapper, and he's in close relation to Kevin Gates. And I might get on a song with Alex Sosa. That's why I'm going there tomorrow, because he'll be there, and I had Urban Suave on. So, I mean, maybe you might hear some Sofa Session bars.
The love seat session bars.
Yeah.
Sofa session. It be happening.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. That's all I
Sofa
got.
Sessions. I'm not messing. I just had sex with a dude.
Great. I think your rap career is. I would pump the brakes on that.
No.
No.
All right. Yeah. Do you want to throw out your stuff? KO Media.
KO Media. Check me out on Instagram. I have like 8 YouTube followers. I think I don't really ever put anything on YouTube. so.
Hey. Oh, what about what do you have like upcoming? Who are you shooting for in the future? Like,
I'm doing a bunch of family stuff.
oh, okay.
But yeah, I have some friends that I'm gonna try and hook up with. Body Snatcher. So one of my buddies, Nish. He's a photographer, but he lives in Alabama. But his family lives here, so I'm gonna try and get him to
Sweet.
shoot for them.
All right. Well, thank you, dude. Thank you for your service, man. I'm sorry I didn't say that at the beginning. I'm sorry I was being disrespectful.
How dare you?
I'm sorry.
You probably kneel for the national anthem, don't you?
No.
Oh, okay, cool. Oh, sweet.
And
Even
kneel.
better. Wow, cool, man.
Yeah, thank you for coming on, man. I appreciate
Thanks
it.
for having me.
Yeah.
It's always a good time.
All right. Thank you, everybody out there that listened to this episode. I appreciate it so much. But we're gonna let Kevin go home to his family because he's just a great dad, and I'm sure he had a very beautiful Thanksgiving.
Did.
So thank you guys for listening, and we'll see you in the next one.
Bye.
Got my soul in a choke, I feel like I can't breathe. Keep my foot on the gas, my life in full speed. Feel like I